Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Let's stick us in the game. We're playing some open TTD today. We've got some special rules. Lewis is on holiday, so it's just the four of us. Me, Daltos, Simon, Dr. Simon, and Rythian. Say hi, everyone.
Hello.
You guys got no Lewis. You're stuck with us.
I'm lonely.
Yeah, you're going to have to put up with us.
It's one
We
lonely
finally
stream
got rid of
following
him.
another one.
Thank God.
So we decided in this game we're going to set a little house rule where we're going to split the map into 4 corners, and we can only use our own corner. So you're stuck with whatever you've got in that corner. Like, you can't transport stuff all the way across the map. You have to stay in your corner. You're stuck with whatever industries and towns are in there.
Stay in your corner.
So I think that'll make it a little bit more challenging without being able to do like crazy long routes and make a fortune instantly.
Yeah, planes are allowed, but for once they're actually
Yeah, they
not
won't
all
go
that
very
powerful.
far. Yeah, they won't be able to carry much cargo.
Planes actually also slightly changed. So after last session, I read up on mods and stuff in this,
Yeah.
and I have a couple of new mods that we have installed and stuff.
Oh.
I read up a little bit, so it's good. Planes are now set to speed 1 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
So planes will go way faster, but that means that because they're not so long transport, they'll make much less money.
Oh,
So trains should kind of be balanced as well.
okay.
There's
Okay.
a bunch of other settings I've changed, looked over as well. There was one thing as well, also like you can just flat out nerf or recyclables or whatever you want to call it, like passenger
I don't
mail
think that's
stuff like that.
I think
We might not need to nerf that just yet. Like it's set to 100%, but like if we find it's still super strong,
well,
we can nerf it.
I mean, we can't put the planes very far anymore. We'll just see what
No,
happens.
yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Have you started the server?
The server should be up.
Okay, right,
Ideally,
before
you
we
should
before
be
we
able
join,
to-
let's pick our corners. So,
Yeah.
I'll go bottom. I'll go just the bottom.
okay, I'll go
Well, okay,
to the left.
I
But
also
what is
want them up.
like as in straight south, sort of? to speak.
Yeah, so I'll take
Straight
the left
south.
corner. Who wants the top corner?
I'll take top then. I'll
Okay,
go
so
straight
that's your
north.
right. Okay, so
Dash
now
me to
now we'll
top
join.
Right? No one looks at top right.
No,
Well, I mean, like
it's a diamond.
you know how the map is, right? It's sort of angled, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and so
you got the right corner.
You can either say that, depending on where you consider north to be, there should be a compass in this. Honestly, they should add a compass.
North is
in this game.
top. You can't rotate,
But-
can you?
No, you can't. No.
North
So it
is
doesn't really
white.
matter.
You're looking at
Sure,
top,
but
the
it feels
diamond is white.
like north should be either top right or top left. You know, really, because of the way the angle is. But whatever, it's fine. Yeah, but I'll be the north corner.
Just download all
Simon
these
will be
new
the south, so
things.
Lewis and Duncan and Daltos will be west or east.
So I'm west corner.
I'm east.
We'll put some little rows down to show the boundaries. Just like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good
on
idea.
The
sides.
boundary.
Oh, it's a big old map
Yeah,
though, actually.
It is 512. 512. So
Okay, so
I don't think I'm in the
Boundary
right
is
network.
between Surefall Glade and Halloween Town. What the fuck names?
this
And
is
then-
Halloween.
it's new names.
This is
Brilliant. Can you put
Gravity
the IP address in the
Falls.
Discord,
Sure, hold on.
please? Because I don't know if it was the same as last time, but I wasn't here last week because reasons.
Halloween Town is huge.
getting,
He's got
your balls
balls.
looked at by.
All right, how are we gonna
Hooker.
draw this? We've got to work out pretty much where the middle is. I reckon it's about here. Let's put a little road there. Oop.
I'll tell you, the
paused.
cross off, you go straight in between. Like, just think of a cross that's running between Halloween Town and Surefall Glade. It just goes up and down. Left to
Is
right.
Halloween Town the middle then?
Halloween Town's like a little bit above the middle.
Simon,
Right.
can you tell me the first 4 letters of your node ID?
Is that is in the 0T?
You right-click it, and you should see in the top right, at the very top. There's a node ID : something something.
Oh, that's
Is it
interesting.
perhaps
I have
pre-FFP?
two. I have 2 things running. The first 3 or the last 3? Did you say?
First 4. But yeah, whatever.
First 4 is 00F8.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're last seen 13 days ago, 18 hours. So I don't think you're currently on the net.
Oh, I
Oh,
see.
dear.
Can you put in the Discord then the network I need to join? Than the ID?
Yeah, sure. I just need to give you the network ID, right? I'm pretty sure.
Bongfoot
I think so.
Sandbank.
I don't know why this hasn't joined the one from last time. Sorry, it wouldn't be an Armchair Admiral stream if there wasn't at least some
It's
technical
not
difficulties.
It's standard.
This is quite a cool map.
So yeah, also we have different names on the map. This is like fiction city names, so it's no longer like ye
Oh
olde
my
English
God,
towny names.
this one's called Gigantic Paradise.
Yeah,
that's a good
there's a
name
bunch
for
of,
a city.
and this one is not a far out on so there's a bunch of weird names.
Okay.
Yeah, Nick and Daltos are connected.
New
I'll make
Donk
my face.
City.
Yep. Nick and Dalton.
Nick and Daltos.
You should that should be your headquarters. Duncan.
What was the name? What was the
New
city?
Donk City.
New Donk.
Yeah.
We've got Bongfoot, New
Yeah,
Donk,
it's just look at Bong.
Gigantic Paradise,
It's a great
New
name. How'd you
Earth.
come up with this?
Found it. Yeah, it's just come up.
Nice.
Oh, I got Gotham City.
you got Gotham. Holy shit!
Yeah. There's
Halloween
Batman
Town's pretty
right there.
cool. I don't think I
No, that's a
I
building.
don't think I've quite got that in my territory.
Uh,
Queens. There's Gravity Falls.
Saranac. Fenith Island in the middle of the ground, like that. Duckburg.
Duckburg. Royston Vasey.
Bingo.
Fucking Royston
Best
Vasey.
names. Danville.
Oh
A
man.
village full of Dans. Kirby. Oh no, it's Kirov. Never mind.
It's quite cool.
Wind Town. Perfect.
Wind Town.
We're gonna win.
Oh,
oh,
Wind
wow,
Town.
South has got a whole bunch of towns in it, actually.
Mm.
It's a very
Monstro
big map.
Town.
So sorry, I missed the
Ding
discussion
Dong
of the
Dell.
borders. Are we saying
What?
Lohengrin?
I'd say the center is probably like
We're gonna mark
yeah
the
around
borders.
Halloween
Pause.
Town basically.
But
Like
like
the
for the
pause
for the border
market.
between me and the west, for example, could that be between Lohengrin and
I'm marking it.
Halloween Town?
I'm marking it.
Where
Uh,
are you marking? Where are you marking?
Yeah,
We'll
that
be on
it looks
pause,
like that's
I'll show
roughly
you.
where it is, where
Look
that
it up.
lighthouse
Okay.
is.
And then
You
between,
looked it
like,
up exactly?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
I mean, that's just eyeballing it.
I've been
Yeah.
eyeballing it for a while.
Like-
All right, if we pause, we can draw some boundaries.
Okay. I'm pausing this.
Let's unpause.
All right, I reckon like
So
there.
if you do that boundary, if I worry about the other boundaries,
And then-
that looks like.
Oh wait, that's not right because Halloween Town will be. Wait, is that
I
right?
think Halloween Town basically anyone can access. That looks like the dead center of the map.
Should we make that the
It's
center? Then?
almost
All right.
center.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
just make
Maybe
that-
Halloween
we'll
Town.
Make that the
I mean,
center.
it seems like the biggest city on the map as well. Maybe Halloween Town is like the capital. You know?
Yeah, I like that. Okay, then
Yeah.
that's
I'm
the
drawing
that's
in
the
a
cross
boundary
Marked
then.
it
between
already? I was gonna
me and
do it.
the
I've been
east.
waiting the whole pause to mark it.
Boys, we're on pause now. Mark,
Yeah,
go
start
ahead,
marking
Mark.
stuff.
Someone already marked it.
Yeah.
Lost my elan for life.
All right, I reckon that's roughly the boundary. God, I'm spending a lot of money on these roads.
Yeah, I was going to say we're actually putting ourselves at a massive disadvantage by declaring the boundaries.
But I think does that look right? Maybe the top one's a bit
How
smaller.
much money do you start with 100,000?
Yes.
Yeah.
200,000.
Right, I've spent £35,000 on roads.
Oh, it costs money to get rid
Oh,
of
jeez.
roads. Ooh. All right.
Pay upkeep on the roads? Oh, we
need
fucked
to
ourselves
run
here.
the road the entire length, guys. I think we're good. We can eyeball.
Yeah, I think just eyeball it.
If we're going to do this, we do it properly.
All right. So, I mean, Gigantic Paradise is pretty cool. But New Donk City, that's going to get
We
great.
Well, we
built
can
Donk
already start-
City.
We can already start with electrified rails, by the way.
Good. So set that straight away.
We
Boom.
built Donk
Also, you might
City
notice that
on
we have a
fire.
tons of stuff that I never figured out how to use.
What
but
like?
if you go to like make a city, you see under ISR there'll be like stations, fixtures, raw materials, processed
What is
products.
this?
I don't know what these mean. I also don't know how to use the chip stations. They're just
No,
like
I don't understand
booking
chip
off at a
stations.
station hotel. I don't know how half these things work.
What is it?
Chip
What's a
stations.
waypoint? I've
I
never
don't
worked
know,
that out
man.
either.
I don't
No
know.
one knows what a waypoint is.
We're all in this together at this point. We're all
Yeah.
as confused as each other.
All right, let's get a little passenger route going first, shall we? Do I
Yeah,
have
that's a good
where's
start,
my
honestly.
music at,
You
anyway?
know where you're at with a passenger
There we
route.
go.
There's nothing fancy
Yeah.
about it.
That's better.
No fuss, no muss. What the fuck are marshalling yards?
Bongfat.
What
Bongfat's
did
my
you
biggest.
turn on? General cargo platforms?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I figured
What?
like
There's just-
next time we were to play this, like I wanted a decent setup with like depth in it as
Right.
well. So we could actually go somewhere if we wanted to. Like one of the things people have been asking for, well, mostly Zoof, but maybe someone else as well, is this idea like that like we should do something that actually lasts longer, like a long running thing. But a lot of times we just get bored after a while because we're kind of done.
Run out of
But
things to
hopefully this
do.
time,
Right now.
yeah. Well, I mean, not much I can do about that.
Uh,
But this one should like in this one we should be able to eventually like move on. Like the cities will start like changing looks as we advance in years and stuff as well. There will be a lot more new trains, a lot more new travels. We'll be able to move on to like mag rail and like for monorail and maglev and everything eventually. And
monorail.
lots of and now that we can do planes as well, we can do planes. In theory, planes shouldn't be overpowered. I say
I mean, it's still this
plane's
map
not
is
banned,
still
you know.
big.
It's a bigger map,
Yeah.
yeah, but you can't use a lot of it.
I don't know. With planes, that still seems viable to me.
Maybe. I mean, it's not as good as it would be if it was across the whole map, though. That's the thing.
yeah.
No.
I'm not gonna.
I'm still trying
Tiny
to find a-
houses in the way of progress. Get out of your
What
house.
supply chain here that's actually going to work?
Buildings look differently. There's a little TV with explosions going
Big
off.
shop.
In this city.
Little TV. Well, it's the 80s now. You see, they've invented tellies.
Yeah. 80s was all about explosions.
Yeah.
Big shop.
Big shot.
And has anyone else been watching Chernobyl recently?
No.
I hear it's excellent. I hear
It
it's
is
really good.
really good.
Chernobyl.
It's like horrifying. It's about the nuclear disaster that happened in the it was in the Soviet Union. I think it was Ukraine.
Spoilers.
I'm talking about Chernobyl like that.
The start of the first episode is the explosion.
Well, it's also history, so you know.
Also happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it is honestly incredible. It's probably one of the best TV shows I've ever seen. Like it really cleared out the bad taste left in my mouth from Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Ooh, already new trains. I like this. Wait, no, are they? Some of these are.
Game of Thrones freaking stinks.
Yes, it does.
It's building out a Halloween town.
Yeah, we can all use Halloween Town, right?
We can, yeah, Halloween Town is
yeah.
one
Halloween
united
Town should be
thing.
neutral ground.
Like, the thing is, we're not allowed to
It's
like
hallowed
buy
ground.
exclusive transport or whatever, you know. But
That's fair.
Giant buildings in the way.
Oh god,
Halloween
what?
Town's gonna hate
There's
me if I
so
don't
many
do
different
this.
railway stations. I have no idea. Is this just
Yeah.
cosmetic when you're like choosing? what
I
the
don't
different
know.
No,
items
honestly,
I've
I
tried.
literally
I've
don't
tried
know.
them before and they didn't work, so I'm guessing they're not cosmetic. So
Alright, I will
there's
stick with
something
you.
to. They do something. I don't know what it is. Might be something to do with like
Halloween
different
Town
cars.
will
Stick with
fully
what I
fill
know.
up The biggest building in the town.
Yeah. I'm gonna put
I
my
should be able to blow up anything I want.
I need to do my name and all that. Let's just get a train running first, and I can set up my stuff.
What was the last thing that you watched on TV that like really impressed you then? Because I'm guessing it wasn't Game of Thrones.
was not Game of Thrones.
Oh,
I'm looking
no.
forward to Good Omens starting 31st.
Yeah, me too. I'm hoping it'll be as good as the books are.
I don't know what Good Omen is.
Good Omens. It's
It's a Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett book.
yeah, we're
Ooh.
making a series out of.
Love Terry Pratchett. I modeled my writing after him.
Really?
Huh?
I have never read any Terry Pratchett, and I know I really should.
Wow. You
What?
should.
The
I'm
best.
gonna
I
kill
know, I
you
know.
for saying that.
You met the dismay by people who are watching me from my stream as well. I can tell.
Ooh.
Like, I know that I should know better.
This is the
Um,
entrance, this is the exit.
Where should I start? Where's the if you are like if you really know
If
your
you want
Terry
to start
Pratchett,
Discworld, I mean,
You start with the
I've
colors
been-
of magic.
Duncan told me to start with
Guards.
the guards, Night's Watch or
it's a
whatever.
good
they're
way to
called, the
start. I think it's
Guards,
kind of where he
guards.
starts finding his stride. Was that one?
Which one? Sorry, the
Guards.
guards. Okay.
Guards could be boring. I like some of the other books better than Guards.
Yeah, but you kind of need to read Guards to get the rest of the.
It seems like it's a massively confusing web of different stories, and like it's difficult to know where to start.
Yeah, there's different ways to read it. You can read it all in order as it was published, which I think is probably the best way. But that does mean you end up not sticking with characters like for long until like quite a while into it again. But you will get a lot more like in jokes and stuff if you do it like that. Or the other way would be to read an entire story for each like subsection of. So like you read like the guards books, and then you read like the witches books, and then like the death books or whatever, and then
Yeah.
Books are the
it's
best.
two different. Yeah, so there's different ways you can read it. I mean, there will be things that you get confusing. Like you might be like, oh, why is this suddenly here? And then you missed a book where it was put in there, like the newspaper and stuff like that. I don't know. I would say just
They're
read
not the
them
most-
in order, but yeah, that's
Not
probably
the
the
most
best way.
hysterical books, but they're pleasant. You'll get sensible chuckles.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
I used to really
they're
like
good
reading Douglas
fantasy
Adams.
books.
Is it like that kind of humor?
Yeah,
Where, like,
It's a bit like Douglas Adams. Yeah, it's similar.
like him and Gerald Durrell are like my two favorite kind of, if you like, comedic, I suppose, writers.
Yeah, I like comedy. I like to laugh. Love
Because
to
they're also
laugh.
like really, really good fantasy stories as well, with good characters. You ready? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You have to make.
Okay,
giant
so someone has said in the
balls.
chat like what Douglas Adams is to sci-fi, Pratchett is to fantasy. Okay, I can get behind
Yeah,
that.
kind of. I mean, I'd say that Douglas Adams is a more straight up comedic, more so than Pratchett. Like Pratchett writes funny fantasy, but it's still like a fantasy story with stuff happening. Douglas Adams
First,
makes comedy that happens to take place in space and shit.
Hmm.
okay, I can get behind that.
French
these
costs
fences?
70,000 to make. It only gets me 2,000 if I delete it.
Oh, well, you couldn't have. I mean, that makes sense.
Unfair.
You were just selling it for scrap at that point, aren't you?
Yeah, scrap's good. Everyone loves scrap. Give me $1 million.
Bulk terminals, hotels, general stores. Where the fuck are the general stores? Is that a business in towns?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go for it. Tim. Is
I
Tim
don't
the
know where any of these
fastest?
things are.
Tim is
Tim.
very fast.
Trying to find a reliable bus. The double-decker, classic double-decker. The Hereford double-decker bus. It's a solid
Classic.
one. It's slow, though. Here we go. The Whippet Scenic Cruiser Coach. Oh, yeah.
Love doing this.
90% reliability and 96 kilometers an hour. Now we're talking. But actually, capacity 30. It's not that high of capacity, though. No, it's fine, I think. Made in the 1960s, you know. Still a good bus all these days out.
It's like the Sawyers. Like,
Yeah.
actually, when was the Sawyers design? I say that. I'm gonna have to double check because, like,
Sawyers?
I know that it's the manned craft that we used to take stuff to the International Space Station. We still
Oh.
use it today.
Oh yeah.
And it was designed in the 1960s.
Is it the same as it was then, like entirely?
I think it's been improved. I don't know huge.
I mean,
amount,
the
but I saw
car
one
was
the other day,
invented
actually.
like pretty far long ago, but they're a bit different to what they were.
Actually the same. I think it's basically with minor improvements.
Right.
Like, I don't. Well, I say minor improvements. I have no idea what those improvements are.
I remember
Minor
it from
improvements are like a
Gravity.
hat so you can see when you're underground.
Eh,
Little candle hat.
Right. So I'm setting some trains loose.
The goose is loose.
The goose is loose.
I think fishing is a viable thing here. Actually, I could do some fishing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm out of money. I can't afford this train.
Oh, really? You get your loan. Have you
I
loaned
already
up?
took out my loan.
Oh, damn.
Just deleting that stupid bridge.
Numpty.
Jesus. Well, wait to make some money, I guess.
Should have just kept the bridge there.
Oh, it was slightly off. It wasn't right.
When do we start this train? When it's about here? Yeah.
What the hell? Why are these all ports? Where are the fishing ports? This is bullshit.
Go.
Oh, there's so few. There are so many fishing grounds, but so few fishing
Or
harbors.
10.
All right. Well, that's. I'm going.
Or the
New
10.
Donk City is connected to Halloween Town.
No, I'm gonna have to send a tiny train until I can afford to make it.
What you gotta do, man?
Actually, there are no fishing grounds in my entire corner of the map. I just went through the directory.
Really?
Yeah. So no fish for you, buddy.
Damn it! This is already being frustrating.
Oh,
Limitations.
I got lots of shoals.
I've got lots of shoals. I
Oh.
just don't have any. You have to have a fish shoals, and then you also have to have a fishing harbour. Like
Oh,
the
I've got-
other harbours
I've got one of
don't
them.
cut it.
I mean, what you could do is, I guess you could. No, you probably couldn't. No, you can't get to my harbour. It's mine. You must have one, surely.
No, I just checked the directory. There isn't one.
Oh dear. Does anyone else accept them?
Oh,
Is it just fishing harbours that accept them?
just said fishing harbours. I'm sure Zoof is screaming at me in chat because I'm being a moron. Oh no, that's a dredging site. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Come
dear.
on.
Fishing. No, just goes to fishing harbours.
Zoof has donated. Hey Admirals, I'm curious to see what mods Rythian's added. Duncan, can you have Rythian name a town after me? Rythian, can you name a town after
I'll
Zoof?
name Doomstadt. I'll name it. This is my biggest city. I'll name it Zooftown.
There is because there
Or
is
Zoof Doom. Doom Zoof. Doom Zoof.
Doof. Doof is a character in Mad Max. isn't it?
Ep01 has donated as well. Hey Admirals, I just wanted to ask, have you noticed the Armchair Admirals mod I made for Civ 6? If so, what do you think
I
of
saw
it?
that.
I did.
Yeah, I think we were thinking of maybe trying it next week when Lewis is back.
Yeah, it could be
It
something.
might be interesting to see.
My one complaint
I quite liked my my bonuses. They were good.
name. Lewis's bonus looks a little overpowered.
I mean, yeah, I'm not 100% sure on the bone. And to be honest, if there's anyone that could be underpowered in this mod, it would be Lewis. He doesn't need to also play the most powerful Civ.
Yeah, let's look at it really quick. I don't know where to find it. Let's not look at it really quick.
I'm so happy that we're playing this, not Civ. This is so much less stressful.
It's so much chiller, yeah.
Happy right now.
Can I get to Gigantic Paradise, or should I go to
The road.
Logrin?
Has
Let's
anyone
make
tried-
a junction. Oh,
Simon?
hello Simon.
Rip Simon?
Rip his
Robot
internet.
Man?
Me?
Simon Robot Man?
Hello? Oh, I'm gonna
Hello?
keep
Hello?
talking. And...
Dr.
Hello.
Robotnik.
He's back.
Doctor? No, he's not back.
Oh,
Dr. Robot Simon.
I'm turning into a robot. Sorry.
It's not your fault, I assume.
It's a little
So
bit your
Could be.
fault.
Yeah, if I stop unplugging the router, maybe this would stop happening.
that really would help. Yeah.
it might help a bit, yeah.
Oh fuck.
This
The
is Halloween Town.
the road depots look insane. Has anyone built any road stuff?
Not yet.
What's
But there's a lot
difference?
more new stuff in that regard as well. There's also a whole bunch of like
Ooh.
heavy equipment you can use now, like to send a lot more
Yeah.
stuff around. Like there's
Cool. You make road
more
trains.
stuff that isn't just everything we've been using before, so it is nice.
This is insanely complicated. I feel like I need a degree in order to play this game.
Luckily, you've got
You.
one.
Yeah.
You said it, not me. There we go. We got the meme in, folks. Everyone could go home.
We did it.
yeah.
You'll never escape it. People still ask me how my butt is.
Yeah, I mean
Constantly.
that's your thing now.
It's my thing.
You're the
My
butt
butt's
guy.
not that good. I had a problem.
Yeah, it's not that good.
Friday.
Oh dear.
You know, problems are
Ugh.
made to be solved.
What have we done? Stop it.
Pooped
true.
for 6 hours.
That's the right
I
attitude.
solved it.
That's how you solved it. You pooped for 6 hours. I mean,
6
that'll
hours
do
was
it.
Insane.
That'll do it.
After like hour 3, I got bored. I ran out of battery charge, so I had to go charge my phone. And I grabbed the book and I started reading.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Book reviews from the John. That's a blog waiting to happen.
Yeah.
After 3 hours on the shitter, I was forced to read this book.
It's because like I used to love the Magic the Gathering books. I had all of them, and I had such positive rose-tinted glasses about them. Right? And I got into an argument on the Something Awful forums
Oh no.
about about how wonderful the books were, and everyone was like, "They're shit, they're shit." And then I read them, and they're awful. Holy fuck. Read a whole book in 3 hours.
Oh. Really? God, that must have been
Yeah,
not
it's like a
much of book.
200-something page book. I just blew through it. It was the Odyssey. That block
right.
of magic. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking.
I don't really know much about
Well,
like
stop
gathering
it.
lore, to be honest.
I've never played it, and I know that if I did, I would immediately fall into the vortex of doom and never escape.
Really?
Do you
Yeah, I just
really fall into like
Vortex of Doom.
games like that?
I do love opening card packs.
It's fun.
like I don't know. I feel like it's the kind of game that I would simple enough that I could play it to begin with, but then the fact that there's constantly new cards being added would and like it like subtly new mechanics. I could just see myself like getting addicted to it massively.
Yeah.
Oops.
New set's coming out soon. I never want to get addicted to the paper version because I already don't have money. I
But
don't
the
wanna-
That
smell,
shit's
it
expensive.
smells so good. When you open
Is
the pack.
Magic Arena much cheaper? Is that a thing?
Sorta. You could almost free to play it. It's definitely cheaper than real life Magic.
I tell you what,
but-
if you want to play a cheap card game that's the same as a real one, Pokemon one, right? Because every single pack of real Pokemon cards you buy comes with a QR code that gives you a pack on the online game.
Oh, that's
And
pretty cool.
You can buy them on eBay because people have just play the paper version, sell them on eBay. These the QR codes. You can buy them for like 15p each, so you can get like a
That's pretty cool.
shitload of packs for very little money.
I never got in the hang of Pokemon. When we played it as kids, we were just like, okay, you place the Charizard, that wins.
Yeah, I don't think I knew any kids that actually played the card game. Like it was
It's actually a really good game now. It's better than it was now that the EX cards are in. It's pretty fun.
Because I had the Game Boy game, which was the trading card game, but on a cartridge, basically. And that was actually really fun. Like, that's the kind of thing that makes me think I would really like to play.
I've got several
Magic.
decks.
I just quite...
Pokemon decks. They're good. It's actually really fun. Me and Kim did some videos of it a while back.
Is it like Magic in that there's kind of do you specialize your deck into a particular type?
Yeah, definitely.
Of course.
So you
Yeah, I,
got
mean,
Ghost,
I imagine that would be like
Pokemon.
every game,
Yeah.
really, or every card game.
Yeah. But because it's designed for like a slightly younger audience, I don't know how complex they would make
it's
it.
pretty.
is what I mean.
It's pretty complicated.
Surprisingly
game,
complex,
actually.
as far as I understand. Yeah,
Right.
because
Well,
if you've ever met a kid who is into dinosaurs, kids learn a lot, and they really, really like memorize shit a lot of. And you know, like you think, kids are stupid, and yeah, kids are fucking stupid.
Kids are so
It's true.
stupid.
Yeah.
But they can memorize so much fucking knowledge about how everything works. I guarantee you, there's shitloads of kids that can just like line you every fucking Pokemon, like
oh, I
500
changed
of
my
them.
color.
Oh yeah, I
Tell
used
you
to know
what
the
they
Poke
do.
Rap. I had every
Yeah.
Poke Rap memorized.
Duncan's transport. No.
Yeah, kids are like sponges. It's weird what they pick up. Taught my niece how to count to 10 in French when she was like 2, and she's like 4 or something now. I don't know, and she can count still.
How do you spell
Yeah.
Westeros?
Westeros?
Westeros.
Lefteros.
Lefteros. There you go.
That's your manager name?
Oh, I
I'm-
know.
I'm stream
That's what my company name's meant to be. Okay, hang on.
That's your manager's name.
Westeros, nice.
You
No,
named your kid-
Lefteros.
You named your manager Lefteros.
Yeah. Shut up.
What's west of Westeros?
Suck.
Lefteros.
Lefteros.
Because there's no compass, so it might not be west. It's just
Yeah.
left.
In theory, north could be like just south.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I just want a 5-minute cutscene of Arya landing in the new world and getting taken off by like a pterodactyl. Just comes down and just grabs her.
Yeah.
Oh, he took white.
Me.
My color.
Nah, orange.
chat's
Why
gonna
need
go
to name
mad
mine?
now.
Shit, yeah.
Everyone knows orange is
Um,
the color. What are you doing? Change the gray. You can't just take the color.
The colors have been
What's wrong with you?
standardized
Change that back.
for months.
You're not gray.
It's pretty close.
All right, I'll
Maybe
change
Maybe I should change mine as well to North Transport. All caps North. Is the actual.
brown.
And then I need a name.
I made Wiz Khalifa.
Somebody else's name is Bram the Broken.
Yeah.
You, it just told me that I couldn't have the same name.
Yeah, it's just trying to copy it.
That's
I
brilliant.
was like,
Everything.
my company's name is Bram's Wheels, and I was like, well, obviously I'm going to be Bram the Broken.
Oh shit.
Fine.
No, he steals
Okay,
colors
fine.
and he steals names.
I had it first, obviously.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I'll have to change my name now.
Oh, fuck. Hang on.
Hang on.
I'll change my color, but oh man, it's annoying that I can't be the same color every week.
Daenerys. Well, I made myself because
So
I'm
you
north.
play
So
gray?
I'm the north, so I'm
Maybe
Brandon.
brown.
You know, it's the same brand.
Yeah, fair. I mean, I'm south, so I really should be what? What's the third? Dawn. I should be unnamed
Dawn, yeah.
Prince of Dawn.
I'll be
The
Mo.
unnamed Prince of Dorne, yeah.
I'm in the northeast.
They
so
don't
I
even
named
bother
my
giving him
company Big Doobie Smoke after the
Ugh, I
northeast
can't even see that on the fucking graph. It's so
country in Westeros.
So yeah, Halloween Town is King's Landing. That's true. Dopwop has just said in chat.
Hmm.
All roads lead to King's Landing.
It's a vaguely
Oh.
racist name,
Wait.
Dop Wop.
I'm white again. It's back. Oh, glory be.
Glory be to the Father. Oh, these returns on these train journeys are not good. Oh dear.
What are my trains making? They're all making a profit. Wow, this is.
Yeah, it might be making a profit, but just not a huge profit.
I need a huge.
So we
profit.
said that because of the size of the map,
Yeah,
planes are allowed, right?
yeah.
I'm gonna be a madman.
Planes should also be more balanced than they usually are anyway. So yeah.
That's not even close
Okay.
to being right, Soof. You fool.
Huh?
Dude's posting nonsense saying that I'm pink and brown.
Oh.
Are you brown? Oh,
Brown.
yeah, now you are. Big
What's
doobie
the-
smoke.
I swear there's a. I swear
They
there's a
left
thing-
us. Daenerys Airlines.
there's a thing that allows you to see how-
All right. Go.
Daenerys Airlines is pretty good.
Yeah, I like it. That's good.
Yeah,
You need
your
to
destination may be in ruins by the time you
Okay.
get there.
You need to Google like dragon names in A Song of Ice and Fire and name each individual plane.
Plane
Yeah,
of shit.
Drogon and Viserion and Rhaegal.
The first three.
The first
Then you
three.
need
lot
like
more than that,
Valerian.
yeah.
as, you know.
Need
Right.
I don't remember.
See, what I'm doing is I'm
Keep
actually
mixing them
by
up with the names of
flying
their actual Targaryens. So
Trogdor the
by
Burning
flying
Hater.
to
Trogdor.
Halloween Town. I'm actually making everything more wheelchair accessible for Duncan.
What is this?
yeah, no, that's good.
Would have way more respect for Daenerys if she named one of her dragons Trogdor.
Holy
Yeah,
shit,
agreed.
planes
Never mentioned
planes are expensive now.
Oh, yeah.
Can confirm.
Yeah, I mean they've always been expensive, but they're usually worth it. The question is if they're worth it right now, and the answer is we'll find out.
Hail Mary. I'm going for a Hail Mary.
Full of grace. That Lord is with
Oh.
thee.
£20,000 of the plane.
I still never understand. Like you do a whole bunch of sinning, and then the you just say a Hail Mary.
You just say a Hail Mary a bunch, and you're good.
Yeah, and
solid,
how does he
honestly.
know how many Hail Marys to dish
Yeah, is
out?
he keeping count? He's probably keeping count.
You have
Can I
to do
rename-
7 Hail
Can I-
Marys because you punched your sister.
A,
Like, fucking, where does that say?
Plane?
Yeah, I don't see that in the Bible. He's-
Where am I? There's
How
this
do, you,
train.
how do you rename an aircraft or like any vehicle?
Click on it?
Can you give them names?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Oh shit.
I'm not seeing a way to type in anywhere.
You
Moment
click
punch.
the train details,
Guess we're all going
all right? You gotta have the train details open.
Yeah.
It's the button only there. On the top right, there's name train.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Or
Here we go.
Name
Drogon is
train.
coming in. Fly, my pretty. You have so much of my money invested in you.
Aim train.
I think I sent them all going here now. I'm ignoring this whole Donk C. Oh, I need to grow Donk C. Okay. How do I grow you then? I need to give it goods, I guess? Is it just goods? Requires fruit, mix, alcohol. Simple. Big shop. What makes goods? What's the easiest way to make goods? Sand and chemicals that glass works. Okay. That's quite easy.
This production chain is like all I wanted to do is make food and then send food to towns, but like you need to then send the food to certain bits of towns.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
You're in the end
there's
game
stuff.
now,
There's
boy.
stuff going.
I just wanted a relaxing game with my friends.
This is
Not gonna do-
relaxing.
Oh yeah,
With all of the-
relaxing is right. You just want need it to be like complex,
Right.
so that you actually have stuff to do.
Or quite
Queens. That's not even fictional anymore. The city of Queen. That's an actual city.
Yeah.
It's a borough.
Ah, fair enough, I guess.
Drogon's coming into land.
Oh shit! Let's see how much money.
Oh my god. Right. I got a fish
I don't
market.
even know. Has he got anybody on him at the moment? I don't think he does. No, he hasn't got. I don't think he's got anybody boarded.
He's only got Tormund and Jon Snow and Gendry.
Oh god.
What's
We
the...
really should have
what's that
seen it
fishing
coming that the
ship?
season was gonna suck.
Yeah, there were the
I
signs
mean,
were
there
there.
were signs.
Dedicated for holding fish.
Fucking riding a dragon from the.
This is a cheap fishing boat. Fishing boats are cheap. Is there a better one? Ooh, a new freighter.
Oh, there are. Oh my god, there are so many different kinds of airports. Shit, the bed.
Not again.
Helicopter airports, small airports, large airports, hub airports. Is there? There used to be a button you could hold down that would tell you how much it would cost to place something before you actually place it. I don't remember what that is.
Shift. Like if you place it and hold on shift when you press the mouse button, it will say estimated cost.
Oh, I see how to press the mouse button. Okay. Oh, I see.
No, how do you mass
Ooh.
move signals?
No,
I got it.
delete the track.
No.
No, you don't need to. You can click the signal and then click the bulldozer and then do the whole control drag like you did, like when you do.
Yeah. As you do.
Gonna get some fishing boats going. Boop, boop. Oh, the train arrived. Did it make any money? Maybe. Who knows? I've already cloned these trains. There's lots of passengers waiting now. Yeah, let's do that. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, ugh, ran out of money. Oh well.
Run out of money? Oh, there.
It's alright. I'll make more.
Dragon's traveling a while. It's going down to Monstro Town, I assume, right?
Monstro.
Yeah, he's going. I tried to pick the two biggest.
Orders are from. No, he's traveling from Starfish Bay Airport to Halloween Town South. Okay.
Halloween Town South. Oh, there's an airport in Halloween
There we
Town.
go. Down to Starfish Bay.
Well,
Is he
since I'm
carrying
Daenerys
stuff?
Airlines, I thought that it would make
Yeah.
sense to put a few eggs in this basket.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
How many goddamn
Oh, he landed.
passengers you've got there?
I spent too much time looking at your thing. Let's work on my own shit.
Oh, I want an airport now.
So it was interesting.
Try and make a helicopter. Helicopter. A helipod.
Lighty
Light-
pot.
Yeah.
Ooh. Large city airport. Oof, that's a big one.
Yeah, right. Viserion apparently has too few orders in his queue. Right, no, that should be fixed. Oh, Halloween Town Airport. Officially the first airport, despite the fact that I built one. You just built a bigger one. I didn't realize that there were more airports. I thought that was all you could build at this point.
I've got Heathrow.
Oh
you've got
man, you
Gatwick.
built your Halloween Town Airport so close to where I am as well. I need to build one right next to it.
I've used,
There'll
up,
be two
I've used
layer
my
next to each
entire
other.
corner of the city now.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Drogon did one journey and £24,000.
Wow.
Wow. So that just sounds like that classic Vine. Wow.
Wow. I kind of wish I'd connected it to
Daenerys should have
Halloween
used
Town
her
once.
dragons for money-making purposes instead of conquering the world.
Yeah, use your head, Daenerys. Come on.
You have access
Oh
to
no!
instant
What? For some reason, the plane speed isn't at 1-to-1. Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
No airports.
Oh dear. Hold on.
Sorry, guys. Delete them.
Plane speed settings. Maybe I can change it on the fly. Hold on. Yeah, there we go.
Delete your airports.
Oh, I can't change it because we're in game. That kind of makes motor.
Hello?
No.
No.
Oh, all right.
Unpause.
Plane speed factor for some reason is still at 1 out of 4. It should be at 1 out of 1. I thought
Right.
it was
Let's set a
Nice.
let's set a limit to you only have 5 planes. Okay?
5. Well,
5
5
planes.
planes.
5
20
planes.
planes.
5 planes is all you're allowed.
Right, okay.
should make it easier for you to name all of them. To be
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've already taken the dragon naming scheme. You guys are going to have to think of something else, like Imperial
Library,
Guards,
hospitals. There's
planes.
a mosque over here.
mosque, as in like an
Yeah,
actual.
and
Is that
yeah.
part of a supply chain?
Shit you not. There's a mosque in Halloween Town, right next to the
Hmm.
shopping mall.
181.
So I can see a church. And then also, what are the little pedestrian things? I'm seeing pedestrians, and I'm seeing like beds. If you click X, sorry, if you press X.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I think it's like a hotel for.
Yeah.
Like, because I tried to put like kind of buses near to where the people were, because I assume that's where they like generate people.
That's more like it. Ooh, 208,000 for a Boeing 767.
Okay.
Yeah, they are
They
expensive.
are still too good. I swear I changed the setting. I guess it doesn't stay when I make a new game or something. I need to set that up. That's really annoying, actually.
Oh, hang on, I need to rename Viserion 2. That's not right. Rhaegal.
Stored in save affects only current game.
Large. Can you have large airplanes from a large airport?
I have no idea.
Nobody knows.
Do we have to have a bigger airport than a large airport? Probably not.
Mega airport.
All right, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna save up and buy a Boeing 767. Okay, bum, done. Right.
I may have opened a Pandora's box with building an airport.
Where shall I
Well,
put it?
It was supposed to work, but yeah.
What's the longest distance? I guess this
Blowing up
corner.
libraries in
Gigantic
Halloween Town.
paradise. Boom. All right.
I like how Duncan's you're a border. That is you in the left, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the west. Like
Yeah,
you're
right.
the border, like that goes out of Halloween Town is definitely. By that logic, you're well within my territory.
Yeah,
not-
weirdly, but the line I put down on the side at the start, I was in that, and then when I got to this one, it was like slightly off.
You're completely in Simon's territory. Holy fuck.
Uh,
You're the one who's breaking all the rules.
How do I declare war in this game?
oh shit!
I need to cast a spell against the west.
I could move the
Yeah.
tracks, so when I get more money, I will.
Okay.
Jeez. Right, Halloween Town West. We're gonna send a plane on a long journey. Hopefully, this makes a lot of money. Go to here. Let's do a full load. And then go to here and do a full load.
How big we can grow Halloween Town. That should be the hub.
I think it's gonna be mega huge, honestly.
Mega huge.
We had to send it some goods though, and I don't have any space left on my side.
I'm just sending it passengers. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I encroached on your territory, Simon, I do feel like I got the smallest chunk of Halloween Town.
Fair enough.
Well, maybe yours is
Not
quite
fair
big,
enough. Don't let him encroach.
Yeah,
I'm not
actually,
going to be bullied.
Who's north,
Bowling,
actually?
yeah.
Are you North Rythian?
And north, yeah.
I think you might have got the smallest chunk, actually.
Yeah, probably.
I think a good nerf to passengers.
Here it goes.
To make passengers have to be like the same as like a daisy chain for coal or something. You had to bring passengers to a specific spot. and
Yeah.
service down the town. And you process them into food.
So what should I name my first airplane?
Airplane.
How do you name it again?
Going to
Click on
details,
the
and then
little
at the top
scroll
there is a
thing
little
in the
thing.
bottom
Oh
right.
yeah, there we go. Boom. We're gonna call it. What's? Oh, I don't know. Anyone want to name my plane?
Big Mama's house.
Anyone want to name it? Thunderbird 1. Wait,
I like
Plain,
it.
plain face, of course.
I hate the fucking Bodie McBoatface jokes. I hate those jokes. They're not funny. They're like the equivalent of Minion memes.
Oh, let's not say things we can't take back.
I'm not. I'm gonna keep saying it.
Yeah, we could call it the one-eyed raven.
That just sounds like a name for your penis.
Yeah, basically.
It is. Oh, he's landing.
Right here
Let's,
is
let's see what
my
he
trouser
makes.
snake.
Brum, brum, brum. It's like a new one, actually. Nah, that's it there. Come on, mister. Show me what you got. Show me what you got.
Yeah, I saw that my
If you-
unique unit was Bodie McBoatface. I got mad. Got irate.
Come on. Cha-ching, 42 grand. Eh. Yeah, that's okay. Should pay itself off at some point.
Yeah. So I've been doing some quick googling, and yeah, what I needed to do was like at game setup, change playing speed settings
Right.
before you go, because
Cool.
that wasn't saved in the mod settings. That's like a game setting that wasn't set. So yeah,
The second
for next
one,
time that'll be changed. But yeah, so planes will still be just as good, pretty much. But
two-eyed raven.
Oh boy, yeah. I without doing anything, I've just been messing around with roads, and I've earned like 250 grand in that time.
Jeez. Okay. Let's do some cargo
So was it
now,
5
shall
planes each? Was that what we were saying the
we?
limit
Yeah,
was?
limit of 5 planes.
It sounds like a good, I think, to me.
the real question is there even worth like flying to Halloween Town now? There's already 3 fucking things.
Probably
You guys
not.
are all trolling with us. Like, I mean, pretty sure every person there has travel opportunities at this point.
Yeah? Well, you never know when it
So-
grows.
Yeah.
Hang on. I need another dragon name. Dragon name's Got.
Skullfucker.
I don't think that's the one.
Oh, what was it? Something the Black.
Valerian the
Valerian
Dread.
the Black.
the
Valerian.
big one.
Black Dread.
With a B.
Uh,
Valerian.
Oops, can't put it there.
Valerian, not Valerian. But
Yeah,
it's like a Spanish
Valerian.
Valerian.
Yeah.
Valerian.
There we go.
Oh shit. Doom Zeus South no longer affects good. Looks like I'll be changing these trains then.
Oh no.
Okay, so
So I have a
okay,
good
the
string on
final
that.
one will be the final one's going to be called Puff. This is
Hmm.
The magic dragon.
If I want to exchange one wagon or whatever on a train, do I just like send them into the depot, just delete and replace, pretty much, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Make some buses.
Except,
Oh my god,
okay,
look at all
right,
these freaking vehicles. They look cool as shit.
Yeah, it's so confusing, right?
Oh, they're really cute. Bear Mountain mining truck. One 120-ton belly dump trailer.
Belly dump.
Belly dump.
Weird. It's a
Just the
weird
shit.
name. Yeah.
Okay, we're
It's
gonna
Real
go.
About
bad case
that.
of belly dump.
Belly dumping. I was watching you yesterday, Simon.
Sounds creepy. But
Oh,
okay.
Well, we all stream. I guess it's
Yeah, I know, but still, I was watching you yesterday, Simon.
watching.
Oh, you're watching me? Oh, what with Hannah?
Saw her tweeted.
Yeah, no, that was fun. I'd never played tabs before, so it was my my first experience with the game.
Did the Battle of Winterfell.
Oh yeah? Did you
Yeah,
guys do
we
better?
Nope.
I mean, I think her boyfriend Dan won, like,
Okay.
but he's like actually knows what he's doing with it, so I wasn't too cut off about that. But it was really like fun. Like, it's one of those games where nobody really knows what any of the units
You just use the samurai giant.
really do.
It's the best.
I found that the scarecrow was actually the most effective.
What about the dudes with the bards? I like the bards.
Oh, that was my strat. Yeah,
Yeah.
having just bards to distract
Kite
people.
stuff. All right. Oh, I got loads of money. I could build another plane. Maybe
Have
send
you
it
guys
to
paid
some,
back your loan yet?
Oh no, I should do that.
Oh God, no.
Let's do that.
Gods.
Okay, I think
Gods, I was strong then. Sorry. I fucking love Bobby B.
Dothraki screamers on an
I love
open
Bobby
field.
B.
Open field. The fact that
Bobby
like
B.
someone's coded Bobby B bot on
Yeah.
Reddit, who just can't respond to stuff, and sometimes it's like eerily accurate with its the quote that it chooses. Insanely long train ride now because I finally found somewhere that accepts the food,
yeah.
and it's Halloween. time.
Nice.
So at least that's coming all the way up from the south. It's going to be rotten by the time it reaches.
Just keep it frozen.
Shouldn't even need actually no, because the standard food cars are frozen food cars, aren't they?
Refrigerated.
I think so.
Which I guess is
Refrigerated, sorry, not frozen.
Pretty much the same, right? But just colder.
It's less extreme.
Well, you don't want to
frozen.
freeze everything.
Less extreme. But I like extreme things.
Extreme.
Extreme.
How am I going to do
I
this
think
jump?
Halloween Town's shrinking.
Yeah, I think it is too. I think
Yeah.
we're just
All the
taking all the
people-
everyone's
passengers
trying
away.
to Yeah, you're giving
trying to-
everyone so many options to travel, and they're just like, there's too many people here, I'm gonna leave.
No, they're trying to escape the noise pollution from the airport.
Yeah, there's 50,000 airports.
Planes, it just makes us want to leave.
When I bought this house, you didn't tell me there'd be 7 airports.
Next door.
It's like, sorry, they were all founded in 1984 for some reason. Literally every single one of them. Oh, okay.
Don't worry, the train will drown it out.
Yeah.
I have surprisingly little industry in my corner of the map. It looks like. Interesting.
Mine, I don't know if possibly everyone has this, but I do feel like I have lots of parts of industries, but very
Yeah.
few like.
I think that's
chains.
maybe the idea of TTD, right? It spreads out a little bit, so you get to actually travel. But for some reason, now that we've cut it all in halves. But the thing is,
Quarters.
we can work together. Like, we can absolutely work together,
Yeah.
honestly.
Over my dead body.
I'm just saying, you know.
What if? Oh shit! I might have just started a thing where I don't actually have access to a steel mill. Oh no, I do. Good. Phew. I was getting a bit panicky there.
Everything requires engineering supplies.
You found my little message to you, Duncan.
I did. Yeah, I like that.
It took me a little while to work out how to do that with only horizontal roads.
Let's just write a message back, shall we?
What's up?
I don't want to say it.
Okay.
Bored. I don't know what. I can't picture myself playing this for 6. Duncan's already writing "suck off" and "fuck off" and "road." Like, we're all bored of this game. We know
I'm
it.
not
Let's-
bored. I'm not bored.
I'm not
Well,
bored.
that's
I'm having a great
How-
time.
I'm having a good time. But like, we don't have to do this all 6
How do you make a
hours.
K?
We can do something else the other 3 hours, something if you
Yeah,
want. But
something else over 3 hours.
Shit.
K's are difficult. It's got to be said.
Ah! That'll
That's the
do.
worst K.
It's the worst K.
We had a stroke halfway through it.
Maybe I can do like that. Oh, that kind of works.
No, it doesn't.
But yeah, of course you could. If we did it with track, Duncan, you could do. You could do diagonals.
Yeah.
It's much better than mine. You went all symmetric like that.
Do.
Yeah,
That'll
it's
do.
actually really difficult inroads. Can you put a full stop, please? Like after the T, just like a single bit of road. I could build it myself, but I don't want to encroach out in your territory.
The exclamation
Oh,
point instead.
exclamation mark, yeah.
Oh, actually, you know what, Duncan? Hang on, I could do one better than this.
Yeah.
Right. Bear with me. Go off and do your stuff. I'll summon you when I'm ready.
Okay, sure. Ship 2 is lost. Oh dear, Ship 2. Why? What? Are you just stuck? Why are you lost? What? Do I need a boy? Let's get a boy.
Yeah. Oh, here come that boy.
What am I making here anyway? Food. Where does that go? Who knows? We could play something else for the last 3 hours, you know.
yeah,
If you
we
guys,
can
if you guys
figure
have enough
something
of
out for
this. Do some like.
It's like Open TTD, I think, is one of those games where if you haven't played it in a while, it's super fun.
Yeah.
I agree that this isn't a thing you should play week on week on week on week. I definitely agree.
I blame Lewis.
Yeah. Where is he? Is he Italy?
Roma.
He's in Italy.
He's in
Same with
ancient
this
Rome.
Is infiltrating Vatican City in a bid to become the new pope.
I'd vote
Pope
for him.
Louis.
But don't
Well, you're not a cardinal, so you don't get to.
don't quote me.
If
on
I
that,
was.
so, yeah.
Totally straight.
Where did I do that, Jackson? Ooh.
Looks amazing, Duncan. I was just
Oh.
stream sniping a little bit. I was just looking at what you're doing. I was like, awesome.
Yeah.
I all of a sudden broke my rule with trains. I try to always make them go counterclockwise or rather clockwise in a loop. I accidentally made this go counterclockwise. Jeez, it's gonna be
Christ.
chaos
You are
and
the
panic.
worst.
Right, Duncan.
Yes.
Go to the north of where you wrote your sign.
Oh no. Sorry, someone's house. Bye bye. It's just in the way of my track. New Donk City. Oh no, I deleted some of New Donk City. Where is this? Sorry. What's this?
North of your sign.
What's this crisscross? You want to play noughts and crosses?
Yeah, boy.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember how you win.
Alright, I'll go first.
Oh
Hang on,
yeah, you
right.
picked the cross.
There we go.
Alright, here we go. I guess I'll go in the middle. Is that the best way to play?
I'm just watching you on stream, actually. Like, you're... Oh, because it's electrified railway. That's why it looks different. Uh-huh.
Alright.
Immediately going to end in a stalemate.
I mean, that's usually what happens with tic-tac-toe.
Yeah. I was trying to think what could you do with a rectilinear grid, basically.
Alright, so if I go here, you have to go there. So I have to go here, and then it's the end. Alright.
Yeah, your first move is definitely just... Yeah, I see how this is going to go.
Alright, so I'm gonna stop for you. And then there's nowhere else for you to go. Cool, fun game.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Tic
The only
tac
way to
toe.
move is not to play.
Where did you play this? Let me see the
Oh,
result.
It's the big brown
Oh,
square.
we destroyed it.
Okay.
We immediately.
Rip.
Town is only growing every 36 days. I was just having a look.
Wants to play tic-tac-toe with lowering water.
Not me.
That's the
Already?
best
No,
expensive.
no.
I'm over 1 million money on me at the moment. Oh,
Yeah,
this has
3
happened
mil.
very fast.
Yeah, really fast.
I think the
actually.
passengers and the planes were not the way.
Well, we never
Yeah.
we never nerfed passengers. We
Yeah.
left them. But the fact is that planes are supposed to be roughly a quarter profitable, honestly,
Well,
and they aren't because
last year, to be fair, mine are making like less than my trains. So I guess the trains are the ones that are working the hardest.
Yeah, I'm making a shit ton from passenger.
Yeah.
So after this, we need something that we can play and totally finish in 3 hours.
Age
Or
of
more. We
Empires-
could always just finish this early. Like we don't have to do split
Yeah.
the stream in half.
Oh, we do.
Age of Empires.
Play some Warcraft 3 or Age of Empires, something like that.
yeah, something like that.
Something that's nice and small for me to download in a break. I
Oh,
don't have
yeah.
to download
All
like.
those
some-
old RTS. Play some CNC Generals.
I've never played any CNC apart from the very first one.
Oh, Generals is very
That was
different.
it.
I like
Generals
the idea of
is
custom maps.
Weird. Yeah,
Oh.
custom maps in WoW
Oh,
should be fun.
What's with this lag?
No, WoW.
Oh.
All the Warcraft custom maps.
We're going down this side. Alright.
Down, baby.
Stop getting lost, ships. You're in a tiny lake. How do you get lost in a lake? You're kidding me. Bananas.
How much are those trains actually making me? Obviously, I've got the food that's going the entire length of the map. The money, actually. It's so far away that they are just taking an age to actually get to where they need to go.
You can only go half the map, though. Confused.
Fucking, what's this? Danville Heights iron ore. You're completely in my space.
Not
Where?
at all. Not at all.
Do I have to draw the rest of this road to
Check
show
the
you?
train. Check the train. The road to
Oh
wherever
my god,
it goes.
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally on the
I-
fucking edge. It's
I can't
exactly on the
believe
edge.
that. Danville's not part of my territory.
It's exactly mine. Which I'm really thankful for, by the way, because I need iron. This is like the only iron I can find.
It totally doesn't look right if you're eyeballing it.
Yeah, if you're eyeballing it, looks wrong, but I checked.
Oh well. Guess our eyeballs are broken.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I was about to fund myself a new steel mill, but apparently I don't even have enough money. I don't have enough money for that.
They aren't. They're very expensive things to do. Funding industries.
1,000. Actually, yeah, all of these. I know, no, some of them are quite cheap. You can get stuff for like 150,000.
Yeah,
I think steel mill might be the most expensive, actually.
What are we
Build a
gonna-
workshop, and you can build a materials storage.
Mineral, clay, iron ore. I need to fix these ships in a minute. They're very annoying. Oh no, there's no boy in this lake. I can't find the way. Boo-hoo.
Now I have enough to buy a steel mill.
You guys celebrate Memorial Day? No,
We
you
did
don't.
what? Sorry?
I'm going to celebrate Memorial Day. I'm not sure why I asked.
No.
What is Memorial Day in memorial of?
Soldiers.
Wars.
Oh, so it's like
Soldiers,
Armistice.
you should-
It's Armistice
We
Day.
have
Okay.
like Poppy Day, whatever that's called.
Yeah,
Now, too.
Armistice.
Mm.
Or-
Oh, am I hiding the money? There you go. Oh, wrong way.
Hmm.
There you go. Boom. My cam is on my money.
steel. That's a steal of a purchase.
Oh yeah.
How long does it take to actually build this thing? Yeah, oh, Remembrance Sunday. That's the other.
That's
number,
the
yes. So, well, I think it's technically called Armistice Day because that was what it was. Why it is on that day. It was with the armistice in the First World War.
I see. Okay, we got some iron ore being made. What's this making anyway? Steel. Okay, where does the steel go? Somewhere. Cool. This place. Eesh. Can I can I get access to that without building on it? Oh shit. Shit. I
Oh
can't.
wow! It does not take long to actually build an industry once you actually spend the money on it.
Not really, no.
Oh, what the fuck?
What now?
Probated from something awful.
I am not surprised. You have been that many times.
What did I do? You piece of I hate this guy. What a fuck. God, I hate something awful mods. They're so bad.
You should definitely tell us all about it.
Okay,
definitely,
so
definitely.
this low tax.
I can hear some tea.
something
The
awful
tea is
form.
the tea is about to be spilled.
Rude, yeah. Low-Tax abandoned the forums, left the forums to a bunch of fucking power-hungry asshole mods that all protect each other. I hate that. I hate power-hungry mods.
I'm a huge fan of Power Hungry mods. I think they're
Me
cool.
too.
People power-hungry mods are just the most pathetic people in the world.
Yeah, but I mean they have power though, so
Yeah. Hate it.
Right. Fixed.
Didn't say anything bad. What a fuck.
What did you say?
That just ruined my day. There's a guy who posts in the basketball forum subreddit that it's always like super inflammatory and always pisses people off and gets them probated. And the second you say something back, he reports. And he did it to someone else. And I said, "Isn't it funny how you always are in this epicenter? People getting mad and this thread going off track." And they probated me for that. Same mod over and over. Protects them.
You like rule number 1 of something awful is don't like talk shit about a mod because you'll
on
get
SAS
probated.
mods, yeah. That's literally that's
You
what
learn
you
that on
don't do.
day 1.
Stupid rule.
I mean, okay, maybe, but that's the rules. So
I didn't sass the mod though. I sassed the one guy who was being a dick, and the mod's like friends with them. And always, I don't wait. Something awful forms are great. You don't waste your time on them.
Okay, I managed to squeeze in a station so I can use your metal workshop. Oh my god, that is so dumb. Maybe I should have just done a tunnel. That has saved a lot of time. I might do that.
Oh, God, actually adding signals to this makes the game so satisfying.
Yep.
But the last time I was on a stream, that like we ended up, Duncan, you did like that little experiment with the tiny,
Yeah.
the tiny trains.
Little train
Oh,
set.
I love it. I absolutely love how satisfying this game is.
Little train. Yeah, once you figure out the signals, it becomes a lot easier.
Yeah, and you can be so much more efficient with space.
Alright, that's way better. Oh no, this train's stuck now. Fuck! Alright. Be free, little train.
it's kind of hilarious that like my longest, way longest train route is just to send fucking engineering supplies to this place. But it'll be worth it.
When they need it.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
Can't do a job without the right tools, you know?
It's true.
A bad engineer always blames his tools.
Yep.
Or the supplies. But yeah.
And a bad engineer always blames his engineering
Blames his
supplies.
Blames supplies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Supplies. What can I do?
Oh god, there's gonna be a crash inside a tunnel, isn't there?
Which fruit is here? Tell me on which side.
No, we're good. Drone 5 is lost.
81 tons. 9 tons. Perfect.
No, we're making goods here, but oh shit.
We'll be making goods.
In heaven.
What's that?
Let's try adding more stations.
Okay, that's clay. Steel, and the steel needs to go.
Stupid. The stupid station.
Steel needs to go to the metal workshop. I see.
Alright, so the idea is that this is a separate line. So we want to have this. No. Shit. No. Let's go further out. Uh-oh. Too far out.
Literally, I'm going to be supplying this one steel plant I built with 3 mines worth of coal.
Oh, yeah.
Shoving coal into this thing.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. And then it makes loads of steel.
Playing this like Duncan plays Civ. Just
Lots of
endless amounts of coal.
coal. Yeah, until the world melts. Alright.
Yeah, this should be,
It's looking
what do you
good.
call it? Global warming in this game.
God,
What was
can you
said about it?
imagine?
There is! When you make enough money, you flood the world.
It's true.
Well, by the engineering of it.
Yeah.
I am global warming incarnate.
I am the danger.
I am the one who global warms.
The one who melts.
Somehow we managed to make this another. Every stream I'm in, this is more depressing than global warming talk. Every time. I didn't even bring it up this time, guys. For those of you on Reddit who are going to be.
About like your future.
What's depressing? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
It's only depressing if you care about your future.
Yeah. If you don't give a shit, then it's all fine.
I'll be dead by then.
So why do I need to care? I don't. Yay.
I don't know.
Kids though, oof, big oof for them.
Oof for the kids. Yeah, big
Get
oof.
Big oofs in chat for
Yeah.
the kids.
Big oof and
Won't
chats for
someone
kids,
think of
guys.
the
Anyone for big oofs?
children?
Chats?
Please
Ugh,
think of the
done
children.
here. Da, 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 da. It's funky music.
I hate when politicians use kids as an excuse for stuff. I don't want to think of the kids.
Somebody think of the children.
Ow.
That was oh god, what was Reverend Lovejoy's wife? Was it Helen Lovejoy
Yep.
in The Simpsons?
Oh, that rings a bell.
You're correct.
It was always her, wasn't it?
I wanna go up.
He was a take on the early 90s. Everyone always yelling about thinking for the children. Stupid 90s.
Stupid 90s.
Oh Jesus! I think oh no! I think I've just made things so much worse with my railways. The third coal mine was not the one. I should not have done this.
Dug too deep.
Too deep.
Bad.
You know what? We'll do it. We're not going to be playing this for very much longer.
You never
It'll
know.
be fine. Manage.
At least another hour and a half in this.
Yeah, we've got time
Speaking
still.
of which, it is actually nearly time for a break.
Nearly time for a break. Let me just see if my
Bridge.
truck station is working the way it should here before we go. The train, you will dropping off engineering supplies here. Yes, yes, good. Yeah, good job. Now you truck, yeah, taking those in place back to the iron mine. Yes, yes,
Yes.
good.
Ugh. Hate has
What
made
a
you
beautiful
powerful.
bridge. What a
Thank you for
beautiful
noticing
piece of bridge that is.
How powerful I am. The hate.
Right. That's a line. The line is complete. Oof, what
It's
a
complete.
mess.
Are we delivering engineering supplies to this place? I hope. Yeah. Yes, current production enhanced. Yes, yes. Soon it will be gung ho.
Ooh.
And that should make this thing a little bit better. Because currently these fucking trains are just sitting here waiting for slowly each train to load up. I overloaded on the trains here early, which is an issue.
Yeah,
Wait, why can't
shall we
you
take a
find-
break?
I just broke it down. Okay.
Yeah. Let's do it. All right, pause
Yeah,
the
okay,
game,
let's
and we'll be
break.
back in 5 minutes.
Bam, pause.
5 minutes.
5
See
minutes.
you soon. Hey, 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 we're back. We're back. I just noticed that my I've got this town. Is this from My Little Pony, Manhattan? Is that a thing? It must be.
I would
right?
not be surprised.
It must be. should we do some redecorating? Oh, it's paused.
How would
we
you
could
post
do
to make
unpause?
it more like My Little Pony?
Blow it all up.
Oh, they realised what I was doing and they've stopped me.
You're like, sir, we've seen your plans, and frankly, you scare us.
You've destroyed half the city. You
Plans
built
of
nothing.
mass destruction do not fit a transport company.
Right.
They weren't big fans.
So we've got this station. Looks like it's working. It's all set up. We've got it coming over here. We need to connect it to this station here. There we go. I think I swear we're making more money this week than we did last week, even with less
Make a
room.
shit ton of
Maybe.
Quite possibly.
I'm making similar money.
I'm
But I
making
haven't
more than I had
started
before.
I haven't used planes, so
My planes are making less than my
planes.
trains, though. I'll
I'm
be
richer than Mali Mali.
honest.
Mansa Musa.
But I am this time. I'm doing passengers, which we banned last week.
Yeah,
so-
passengers are just
you know.
so broken.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
for
I mean,
planes.
again,
Just
like
in
we have an
general.
option to nerf them in these mods. We
Yeah.
can just flat out drop them from like 100
I
to
thought it
like
would-
80, 60,
I thought
40.
with the less space, it would.
We thought it'd be fine because it's less
safety, yeah.
transport. But yeah, no, it's still.
I've been surfing the internet for most of the stream, and I'm at the top of the operating profit graph.
Oh,
Just because of passengers.
really? It's what the company value.
My
Yeah,
my
on top of
planes
that as
who
well.
are doing passengers are at £430,000 of profit.
If you play this game to win, it's not too hard. Like if you wanna, you could just go for the easy stuff. I think it's more fun. It's the
It's more fun doing
building
the
of
long
tracks,
chains, yeah.
cycles, and chain. That's the fun part. It's like, okay,
Oops.
let's
Yeah.
build a fully functional cycle that brings every little piece into this, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, that's where the fun, the fun in inverted commas
Where
lies.
the fun
I know that's not
begins.
fun for everyone.
Yeah,
Try
that's-
spinning. That's a good trick.
I taught my dog to do that.
Spin.
Be
Nice.
Anakin Skywalker.
To spin. Is this wrong?
Have you seen Trot's dog? The cute pupper of the
That's a little
Yogscast.
fluffer.
Yeah, it's like a
Tweet
little
that or
little
something.
fluffer. Little fluffy cloud.
That's a very different thing. But
Oh. What have I done here? Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, it's cute. It's cute. I have to introduce it to Sammy, because Sammy is like full black and Trots is like full white, so we can make like a yin yang.
yeah.
A doggy yin yang.
So I met Hannah Witten's pet the other day because she's got a gecko called Mustard.
Oh.
What an
Um,
absurd
that's
name.
Oh, gecko, it's got to be said. But I don't quite see the appeal for
Of lizards in general.
I mean, she basically described it as it's like it just needs stuff from me, and it doesn't need affection. It just needs taking care of, and I don't really want to get affection back. Whereas, like, I would want a pet.
Yeah, that's like that's not really a pet.
That's the point of a pet to me. You know, like
It's just
that's the point of a pet to me. But it's different strokes.
I
for
mean,
different
I
folks.
guess it's like a fish.
no, I
you know,
get
it's just
it.
there to look at. It's like this is an interesting feature of my house,
Yeah.
which I have to feed.
This is now a responsibility that I put on myself. Burden, if you will.
Oh, the focker.
Very good, pardon.
It's a big old focker, that is. Whew. Right, let's get some of these train depots down.
Simon, you said in the break that you've never really played Blizzard games.
I played a tiny bit of Hearthstone, and that is it. That is the only Blizzard game I've ever played.
So that is mind-boggling to me because Blizzard games have been my go-to games for all of my life, pretty much. So that's pretty crazy. But that brings up another question: like, what has been your go-to games? Like, what's been your the type of games, the what company have you played the most games from, and so on?
I mean, the thing it's probably going to surprise people who have seen Armchair Admirals before, but I think Civ is probably the franchise that I played the most of. Like, I think the games that I probably had the most hours in are Civ 4. I played a whole bunch of Civ 4. A lot of Dawn of War, the original. I still actually haven't played either 2 or 3. I played a lot of stuff when I was younger that was like Caesar 3 and Pharaoh, like those city builder games.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Stronghold, played a lot of that. So I guess a lot of strategy.
A lot of
generally.
strategy.
Oh, I'd like
so
to
this is
give Stronghold a go. On
like, I mean, you really are where you should be at the moment. Like, you wouldn't really fit in any other stream. Like, this is the thing to do. Armchair Admirals, yeah. So with all the strategy.
I think the notable exception to that is I used to play a lot of Time Splitters 2 and 3 on the game.
So
2 was great.
So console shooters. Man, you're like the opposite. Well, not the opposite. I did play strategy games, but for me it was always Warcraft, StarCraft, Warcraft, StarCraft. I mean, little bit of SimCity, but like that's about it. Like I didn't really touch anything else. I played a little bit of Dawn of War 1. I played like a fair bit of Dawn of War 1 and the expansions, but that's about it. I didn't really touch 2 or I tried 3. God, it was bad. Like it was.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Oh,
They changed it to
such a
squad
shame.
based
It was
3.
such. I was so excited, but it was not good.
Like, I mean, I was drawn to the games because of the lore, basically. Like,
Yeah, I've been watching this
that's the reason
guy
you pick them up.
every night, Luden 30 or something on YouTube. He's going through all the Warcraft lore. It's really, and he's got a good voice for it.
All right.
What about like?
Some oh yeah, and I also
What
played a
else
fair
did
bit of Rome Total War.
Okay,
that was another one.
So you were mostly a PC dude, like mostly.
Yeah, mostly.
Nice.
But I also, like, as much as I think I spent a lot of time playing games, it probably isn't anywhere near the amount of time per day that you guys were playing. Like,
Maybe.
Yeah, I play a lot.
Yeah, I played
Too much.
shitloads of games. This was kind of the thing.
say.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the Master Chief Collection on PC.
Yeah, that's going to be my time to actually try Halo. No, that's going to be my thing. I played a very little bit of it, Halo 1 on PC, and that's it. That's all I tried. But I keep hearing good things, so
It's
Halo's
the
alright.
best.
Good shooter.
It's fantastic.
I remember me and my friend going to destroy a Halo tournament at a local comic book store and like get an 08 by like 5-year-olds.
I still hear them crying from time.
no, the other way around. They got awaited,
Yeah.
I think.
And we were the Tyranids when we signed up. Speaking of Warcraft.
The Tyranids.
Yeah.
In the Zerg.
The Zerg.
Oh, we
You know.
called that was our team name was the Tyranids.
Okay.
Oh, right. Because I remember hearing, I'm sure someone in chat will correct me on this, because it's Twitch chat, but
Yeah.
there was a thing, because Games Workshop and Blizzard worked together on a game.
StarCraft was gonna be a 40k game.
Yeah, they were going to be a Warhammer 40k game. Full on.
Yeah, and then they lost out on the on some part of the legality of it, and then they
Yeah,
went, "Well,
so
fine,
they-
we'll build it, but we'll just change everything up slightly."
Change the names.
Yeah, that was one of those big regrets from Games Workshop.
Yeah, they could have been part of StarCraft, you know.
It would have been StarCraft.
Then Dawn of
I
War
like
came
the
along,
StarCraft
but
story.
then like Dawn of War came out, and that was pretty good, and it was pretty popular, but
It's
never
not
like
rhythm.
not as popular as StarCraft or Warcraft, you know.
No, definitely not.
I kind of like the StarCraft story too.
Yeah, it's
'cause
decent.
Yeah.
They didn't really miss out on much by losing out on Warhammer. Because as much as Warhammer's story is fun too, it is kind of tongue in cheek, and it's like not that.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, like because it's got a huge number of really awful things in it. Mirror, I think, to so many of the worst bits of human behavior, that it can be. It's a bit like Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's a little unrealistic. It's more of a commentary.
Yeah, it's basically saying, is this like a kind of government that you think is a good idea? Like not to the same level as Starship Troopers, but like there's
Would you like to
definitely
know more?
Way worse. Than
Yeah.
Slash Troopers.
Starship Troopers is a great one.
But like it's
Great
not
book,
as
too.
directly the point, is what I
Right,
mean.
yeah.
Like the stuff that happens in 40k is awful. Like if people think the 40k lore is like something to be looked up to, they have not been paying
Yeah.
attention.
40k is a lot about dystopia. Like it's the most negative viewpoint on human future.
Yeah.
Humans are kind of like ants in the future too. There's so many of them. You just sort of, they don't really care. They're almost like orcs. There's a lot of like non-stop. How do you put it? Like depressed. Like there's a lot of threats to the galaxy that seem unavoidable. They're just gonna destroy everything. The orcs,
The Orcs and the
non-stop
Tyranids.
logs,
Basically, 40k is
non-stop Necrons waking
who's
up.
gonna win out of the Orcs and the Tyranids eventually.
Yeah.
Well, that's the Octavius War in a nutshell, isn't it?
Yeah.
But also then there's the Necrons, who
Yeah,
are
the
now
Necrons.
like much bigger than they used to be in the lore.
Khans are waking up again.
Well, isn't that also kind of the thing in? I could forgive a Warhammer noob. I mean, part of that problem is because they keep having to introduce new races, and they're all ancient, evil, super
Yeah.
danger ones. So
They haven't-
like,
the last thing they
inevitably, they're
introduced was a
all going to
Tau,
be the
and that
most
was
dangerous thing
quite-
in the world. So
Quite a while ago.
yeah, Taos are like the only good guys, right? Basically, and
Yeah,
even then,
but
they're
like-
kind of like they're
Taos
like
are
join us
tongue-in-cheek.
or
There isn't
die,
really
pretty
any
much.
good
So-
guys.
Yeah. Like that's the other thing with Tau lore. They're
They're like
the
join
whole
us or
greater good
die.
stuff. They're all basically enslaved by these things called immortals.
They're like the Covenant in Halo. The
Well,
Tau.
worse.
Right. Let's get this junction. A three-way junction. Interesting. So we come down.
Menage a trois junction.
Yes.
Wah, wah, wah.
Womp womp. So it's
What about like
cross.
console games? Like, what kind of games did you play? Because I mean, we talked a lot about PC game in general, but like, what did you guys play on consoles, and what consoles do you have when you were a kid?
I had a PS1,
I was GameCube,
and then
and
I
actually no, I did have.
What was
PS1
the
as well, I
earliest
forgot about
console you had? Like,
Sega Genesis.
Mega Drive, which
Genesis?
is the same as
Yeah,
a Genesis,
Mega
I
Drive.
guess.
yeah, it's the same thing.
and
Why
then
didn't they?
64.
Why did they rename it? That always surprised me. Why did they rename it?
Was it the
Mean
Master
what?
System actually? Was that the Mega Drive?
Master System was the first one,
Oh, is it?
but
Okay.
I mean, why did they? I don't.
All the Sega's consoles were named something different.
No, they were called
Saturn.
Master System. It was called the Master System in both the US and the EU. But then when the Genesis came over to Europe, it was renamed the Mega Drive, and I don't know why.
Good name.
It's weird to me. I think.
I think it's a better name.
That's a strange thing.
Oh, jeez. This is getting complicated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Were you able to download StarCraft, Simon?
I was trying to uninstall BattleNet because it wouldn't let me update it. But it's resolutely refusing to uninstall itself.
junction.
Folding its legs, folding its arms, and going, no.
Does this work?
Yeah, what are you doing there, Duncan?
I'm making a three-way junction. So I think it works. So they come down this one, and that gets in there, and they come out, and they go back. Yeah, fine. That's that. The left one works. Okay, let's follow the right one. Yep, right one works. And then this one. Yeah, it all works.
Somehow I've made this way too complicated.
Pretty looking.
I don't know how I've managed this.
I feel like your side of the map's much bigger than mine.
We made sure it was the
I
same.
mean, we did just eyeball it. I don't know.
Yeah, it isn't an exact science.
It's not like I'm using
No,
most
it
of
isn't,
though.
but it's close enough.
Actually, tell you what, a console game that I played a lot of, and I totally forgot about until the other day when I listened to the music from it, was SSX Tricky.
Oh,
Yeah, the
keep
SSX
talking
game.
about that one.
That was such a good game.
Oh, yeah.
I think my favorite console game of all time is actually Breath of the Wild. So I don't.
Oh,
No, I mean the Twilight one. Was it,
Twilight Princess. Yeah.
My editor hates.
That was
She's like a really big Zelda fan too. She hates Breath of the Wild.
Why?
Oh, why?
Because it's so
That's
different.
Yeah, she says the art all looks the same. It's all blobby pink thing. She loves Twilight Princess. I don't get it.
I mean, I thought Breath of the Wild was unbelievably amazing. One of my favorite, definitely my favorite Zelda game, and like one of my favorite games of all time. But it is
like,
very different to most Zelda games. I'll definitely agree to that.
Well, that's the. I've never heard anyone talk bad about that game except
Really?
for her. She like is a very positive person, so it makes me.
It's
Confused.
It's not my favorite. One of my favorite games of all time. I got pretty bored fairly quickly, but it was enjoyable while I did play it. I never finished open world games though ever. I just get bogged down in side quests and then get bored and stop playing them and never come
Twilight
back.
Princess isn't really an Overlord game. Overlord, whatever. It's kind of on rails if you think about it.
No, but Breath of the Wild is very much open world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Zelda games are not on open world until Breath of the Wild. Like that was why it's so different, you know.
Ocarina of Time was.
Well,
kind of-
when Twilight Princess came out, it was like they made a big deal about how big the map was.
Yeah, and it was big, but you know.
just was on rails. You had to go from point A to point B.
But well, I suppose it was to a certain extent. I definitely remember there being a certain amount of choice that you had.
You could choose where to go, sort of, but you had to do the temples in the same order and everything. So.
Yeah, true. That is true. Yes.
This what limits it. It has the Metroid system where you have to go back and grab items in order to progress.
I think that's the first game It was the first game I remember playing where like you finish it and then you kind of sit there and you think, well, what do I do now? Like this was my life for so long.
No, I had something similar for that. Yeah.
Jorah's Mask was brain destroying. That was a hard. I still remember that when I went downstairs crying, demanding my parents buy me a Prima strategy guide for Jorah's Mask because it's too hard.
What the fuck? Ugh.
We need to increase the steel output. We need some.
Get some. You can't just go with coal. You got to bring iron ore as well.
I need to bring some iron and.
Okay.
Dairy farm, farmstead, fishing harbour, general store.
I really like Twilight Princess. It was definitely a beautiful game too.
Yeah. No, I Twilight Princess was a game I liked, definitely. Definitely a good Zelda game. But
Like you, really. What console? Have you played many console games, or are you exclusive?
Yeah, I was huge into consoles. I think basically I kind of
played Halo.
Gave up on consoles no, because I pretty much followed the Final Fantasy series around. Wherever the Final Fantasy series went console-wise, that's where I went.
Oof.
So I was from Nintendo technically, I actually played the Atari ages ago, but I mean that wasn't real games. That one. That was, nah. And my friends had like Commodore 64 and stuff, and I played there. But really, when the Nintendo came out, that's when I started playing properly. I played shitloads of Nintendo games, and then Super Nintendo, and I played tons of them. And that's where I like discovered Final Fantasy 4 and 6. And it's like, holy shit, this is my jam. And I play like Terranigma, other Enix games, and other Square games, Chrono Trigger, and all those things. Well, Chrono Trigger never came out in Europe, so I ended up having to import a bunch of them, Secret of Mana, and so on. And then I was like super hyped about the next Nintendo. Oh, it's boom, Final Fantasy 7 coming on PlayStation. It's like, fuck, I guess I'm getting a PlayStation. And I did. And then I went for PlayStation 2 once Final Fantasy 10 came out and so on. And that's really the last console I really played a lot of. I got the Xbox 360 again for Final Fantasy 13 and stuff, but Final Fantasy 13 wasn't that great. And I played a bit of 360 games, but at that point on, PC started being the place to be for all the awesome games, and at that point on, it was all PC, really. But yeah,
My first
So this is
PC was
refitable to. Oh, already carries
2005-ish.
coal. Fuck's sake.
Only built. Then I had that PC until last year.
damn,
Wow.
I know,
stuck with that
was-
one for a while.
It's an ancient computer.
Yeah,
Did you refit it, like presumably during that time, or was it
Once.
the exact same?
Well, what happened is my friend gave me his graphics card in like 2011. And I was using that until now. 'Cause I had to upgrade the motherboard too. I remember that, and then the RAM. I guess it's more like that
Theseus's ship.
Yeah.
yeah.
my computer is basically that. Now I have a brand new one thanks to that. GoFundMe. that I-
Yay!
Hey.
I hate taking money from people. I never want to be called a charity case, and I knew that was going to happen. And the Discord that I post on, there's this one mean guy who always tells me I'm a charity person. I have to beg for money.
It's kind of like.
There's no way to get around that. Like, that was gonna happen, and I mean, really, what do you think is the best option at this point? Like living your life with a shitty PC that you can't do the things you want to do for this job, and a fucked up butt or nose or whatever the fuck's going on. Like, but no one calls you a charity case. No, fuck that. Like, some asshole gets to call you a charity case, or whatever. If your
They're
life
just
is better
jealous
because
that
of
they're
it.
not
Fuck
giving
that
them
dude,
free
you
money.
know? Yeah.
All right, coal trains are on the go. Hey, let's hope that it all works out, and soon we'll be
How
getting
do
lots
I-
more steel. How's the graph? Oh yes, looking good.
How do I? There's in this little area, there's like a little river of water.
Mhm.
I'd like to just plug up this river, but I can't just flatten it out because it says area already flat.
Mhm.
And if I try to raise the land, it raises it one step too far.
Can you
What am I
equalize
supposed
it?
to do?
Try using the equal button.
Just delete the river with the bomb.
How do I do it? Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh shit! Okay, I did not know
Works
that
too.
worked. Okay.
Chiggy, what's
Halloween Town is
Jason
shrunk by like
before.
1,000.
Yeah, we instead of building it, we're
What
just
have
like
we done. It's not even
This is, I
growing.
think, why our goal to like make cities grow is not going so well.
It's thing is, it was not
City,
growing
yeah.
because no one's bringing any goods to it. No, it is growing.
Maybe.
Town grows every 15 days.
I've been transferring past
Pretty fast.
I think it's growing because the population's low because it's deleting buildings in order to build bigger ones. Let's build a statue of me for 150. Done.
I already
Good.
did it.
Sentence
Oh,
is
yeah.
said in
I mean,
unison.
I've got an
Let's just
outstanding
build a statue
with the
of
local authority
me.
here.
I can.
Fun new buildings. Sure, do it. Large advertising campaign. Do it.
Bribe the local authority. Yes.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. It's madness.
Here's a good argument,
Here's a good argument. I'm up for arguments.
and this is gonna be great because Rythian loves this game.
Oh, there we
Witcher
go.
3.
Witcher 3, yeah.
Yes. Does anyone dislike it? They hate.
Oh,
I
I mean, I don't.
I
I
like
really
it.
like it, but
Decent
Yeah, we
game.
know that.
Witcher 3 was one of those all-time great titles. Like, isn't
It
that one
is
of the
a-
ones that everybody loves?
Terrible game. I'll slam my fist. It is a terrible game.
Daltos is your
Combat is I try not to be a negative person. I
your
like a lot of
history.
games.
No, that's fine. Your history and status as the person with the most wrong opinions that I know and I'm somehow still friends with remains intact.
That's
It's great.
best friend. That's what people don't get, like with all the. Never mind. We'll just go past it. Witcher 3's combat is awful. The Geralt moves around like a clunky idiot anytime you go. There's so much cutscenes and boring story in that game. I don't care about Dandelion. I don't want to find him. Why do I spend 20 hours looking for him?
Because Geralt wants to, and you're playing Geralt.
Fuck Geralt.
Fucking Gerald.
Geralt.
Fucking Geralt. What does Geralt even know?
Awful combat. You turn it up to the hardest setting, it's still easy as hell. Just spam quecks over and over again.
Yes. Quecks, that's definitely what
Quecks,
it's called.
whatever it's called.
It's totally called
Quen.
Quecks.
Quen.
Oh no, why can't you find a... Oh no, what's happened here?
And I love Witcher 2. Witcher 2 was a great game. Even though the combat in that kind of sucked too.
I really did enjoy
Oh,
Witcher
they
2
just-
as well.
Taking forever to fill up. Ugh.
What is okay? So perhaps like this is fun to get negative reactions from people. Would you say that Witcher 3 is the game that you've played that is like between how much other people enjoy it and how much you've enjoyed it?
What do you mean?
Like out of games in the world,
Out of games.
out of games in general, games.
Hmm.
Which do you think has the biggest mismatch between your love, your opinion of it, and most people's opinion of it? In your case, it would be Witcher 3. I don't think any, because most people
Yeah,
love that game.
Yeah,
Think
most
it's like
people
best
love
ever.
Witcher 3.
You hate it. That's a pretty giant mismatch, you know.
I'm so bored when
I've-
I played that game.
If I think I kind of hate the new Mario.
Mario
Really?
Odyssey.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, World of Warcraft. That's number one, I think. for
Well,
me.
you played a lot of it though.
played so much of it.
Yeah.
It's World of Warcraft I don't like because I was a huge Ultima Online fan, and I just feel like they ripped apart the genre when they made that game.
Okay, well, I mean, that's fair, but the fact that so many people prefer to play that rather than Ultima Online kind of speaks to the fact that it was probably pretty, like, probably made some good choices.
So,
And
what I would say is the good choice is that they made the game less horribly frustrating.
yes, and
And
not a lot of people will agree to you that horribly frustrating is a good quality in a game.
I think it's a great quality. 'Cause I'm all
I,
about.
I actually do understand where you come from, because something being frustrating and then you succeed in it feels good.
Yeah.
You know, that is a thing, and I can agree with that. But this takes us. You need to be in a special state of mind to enjoy that shit.
Absolutely. So, to build on that, World of Warcraft makes it so you don't have
Shut
to
up, Zoof.
constantly be watching your back, right? Because no one wants to come home from a long day of work, sit down, log into the World of Warcraft character, go to a dungeon, get ganked, and lose all their gear. No one likes
Yeah.
that, especially to a 13-year-old.
Yeah,
Ultima Online was that. When I played that game, I was like from the ages of 9 to 11. I was such a little shit. I scammed everybody. I ganked people. These are like real scams, like going on eBay and stuff and scamming
What the
people.
fuck? That's
Um,
probably
what the
not
fuck?
legal.
Yeah. There's all these different things you can do with trade manipulation in that game. Like if you trade something really good, but you put like 1,000 fish steaks behind it, people would drop all their gear when they accepted it, and they would,
What the fuck?
yeah. So you had a weight limit. You could put black dye tubs, super expensive in that game. You could dye a piece of cloth black and put it over the regular dye tub in the trade window, and it would look like a black dye tub, and then people would trade you.
Disgusting.
Jesus Christ.
There's so many cool little scams in
Scumbag.
that game.
So many cool
Uh,
scams you can do,
yeah.
guys. You
And
can do
the
these
same-
cool scams.
The same thing would happen with Diablo 2. Diablo 2, you could scam the fuck out of people. It's a Wild West. In Diablo 3, they took that out. Like, you go to Luke Galome in Act 2 and you do a trust test. You go, okay, to join our guild, you have to drop your best piece of gear on this side of the
Oh
wall.
my
Trust
God!
not. And then people would do that, and you could click through the wall and grab their gear and then log off.
Can we kick Daltos? I don't think I want to play on a
I
server
feel
with
like
him
a horrible person. This is part of why I feel like every time you hate something, I'm like, maybe I should check it out, because your opinions are like always bad and always like the worst. So when you really like something, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't. It's worked real well so far, honestly.
So, but in my mind, when I grew up on that stuff, Daltos, you're a legit piece of shit. I love it. I was. I absolutely was. We got scammed back. All right, so we made friends with the scammers that we scammed. Like, we scammed these guys, and they're like, "Oh man, great scam. Can we like participate with you and help scam other people?" And we did. Me and my friend Pete said, "Yeah."
Shit.
So we became friends for like 3 weeks, right? And then one of them asked me to run them through Act 4 Hell. I'm like, "Oh, I can't do it right now. I'm busy." And they're like, "Oh, can you give us Pete's account and we'll just run through with it?"
For
And-
fuck's
No
sake.
way! How would you fall for that?
You fucking
I
idiot.
fell for it. I was a dumb like 13-year-old, 14-year-old. We came with the account. They stole everything. And then I called up Pete crying and said, "I'm so sorry." You're laughing.
Oh
He
no!
was cool. He had more on his shoulders than me. But
God damn.
Jesus.
forgot what the original point was. Oh yeah, so with all that shit happening, with all the stuff you had to watch out for, assholes like me, other assholes like those guys who scam, and just like basic stuff in Ultima Online where you would camp areas and gank people, or in Diablo 2 you'd join a hardcore server and turn on PvP and everyone would scatter. Those things slow down the game, and when you slow down the game, when you get to the end goal, it feels amazing. It's such a good feeling than just being handed stuff over and over again. Like, if you had the best gear in Ultima Online, that meant something if you're like walking around in it. But in World of Warcraft, everyone has the best gear. Everyone looks the same.
Yeah, that's why they introduced transmog eventually,
Yeah.
so that
Trans-
everyone would look in the exact same gear.
Yeah.
Also, because transmog is fucking awesome, but you know.
Well, transmog is awesome. They made that game great.
Oh, I've really fucked up these trains. I flew too close to the sun. I've really
Yeah,
flown too close to the
You
sun.
try
with
a
this
little
one.
bit too much. So beyond your means, you know.
Yeah, I've had a bunch of trains that have just been like loggerheads. Like they're just locked.
Where are they?
Oh, this is the Melonville furnace. This feels bad, man. This feels really bad.
What the fuck is that?
I tried to be clever and it didn't work.
Oh dear.
What
I need
is
to go check this out. Melonville.
That's ridiculous. Dude.
It
Oh.
worked really well for quite a while.
What is this?
Right.
You always have. I never
Oh,
understand
early
this shenanigans. You just have these big
Right. There we go.
wide
Oh, there's a
circles
train in the way.
somehow. Like I
It
don't.
looks really nice.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I'm
Oh.
more impressed with just like the general efficiency of what looks like Melonville North and Collier and stuff. Yeah, that is it. And then you go to the west side of it, and it's like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is just this.
Yeah, look, my
What
eyes
are
are bigger
these-
than my stomach. I'll be the first person
Yeah.
to admit that.
Yeah,
This could have gone better, is what I'm trying to
a
say.
little bit, yeah.
So I'm going to try and fix them. I'm doing the opposite
Good
of
luck.
Theresa May.
Instead of quitting, you mean?
Yeah, instead of quitting, I'm going to stay in and I'm going to try and fix this.
That's what
Better
she does.
together, am I right?
Oi, just stop nuking all of them.
Just saying the grass.
Oh my god.
Alright.
This is pretty bad. Okay, right. I can do this. I can fix this.
I've never seen that movie.
What movie?
Which one?
Holes.
Old. Well, there's also a book.
I read the book. I don't think I ever saw
Isn't
it.
We had to
Holes
read
one
it
of the
for
books
GCSE.
you read in school?
No.
It was for us.
Really?
Yeah. Not for me, but...
Yeah, yeah.
It was quite new when I read it, and I probably.
We did it in like year. What were the books that you read in school? Because I definitely remember
We read,
reading
like,
that, and we
shitty
read of
old
Mice
ones.
and Men.
I read a great
Yeah.
book.
I read
It was the
Grapes
only
of
book I
Wrath.
loved.
And I hated it. I
My
hated
Grapes of
Grapes of
Wrath
Wrath.
sucked.
Yeah.
Half the books in school were so boring. Then I
Yeah.
read The Great Santini and I cried at the end of it. It was like one of those books that touched me.
I hate Shakespeare, man. It's just fucking not English. Why are you learning
Well, no, it
something
is.
that's not
It's just
English
not as
in
we
English?
remember, not as we use it.
Yeah. Why do you have to learn that in English? It's like this is how you not.
Oh, I remember
This is how
this.
not
You
to
had
write.
this argument with someone. I think it was Mousy. You were arguing Shakespeare and English and stuff in general. Oh my god. That got heated. She got upset.
She likes it
I
a
love
lot.
Shakespeare.
I just
Yeah, I
don't
love
get it. It's like no one writes like that. No one speaks like that. Why do we have to learn it?
I learned it. A lot of curriculum was set early and is hard to change. You know,
Why is it so hard to change? Like, don't you just say, no, next year we're gonna do, and then where's some?
the real problem is the parents. Like this always got brought up when I was in my education course. It's like, why don't we teach how to live life, like how to do taxes,
Yeah.
It's because a parent will call up and be like, why did you cancel this class in order to put this class in and cause a huge stink? Like if you
Then
cancel
you just say-
history,
Yeah. Well, I mean, history is good. I want to argue history, but like, there are a lot of shitty shit you've learned for no reason, like, not unnecessary.
there's a lot of stuff that there's too broad of teaching, and you can't keep kids in school too long. So if you
Yeah.
add a class, you have to keep school around longer, or you have to shorten other classes, which will also cause parents to call up. And if you try to specify education like charter schools, people will freak out about that too. It's just, hard to change now that we set it in stone. Well, a while back in like the 60s and the 50s, everyone was like, yeah, of course you have to learn Shakespeare and Latin.
Yeah.
Is that?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think the thing that it's the same with maths, right? People don't learn maths in school to use maths later in their life. You learn maths because it's teaching you logic. Like, it's not the
Sort of, yeah.
subject
Actually,
matter.
yeah,
it's the thought
something-
processes.
Something
Yeah.
I
read the
agree
other
to that
day.
up until a certain point. Like a certain point when you start going into like
Yeah.
derivatives and logarithmic shit, like that I don't.
Most
feel the
people
point
don't
of
use
learning.
that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like the time I spent in maths C or whatever, like I kind of enjoyed it because I had a really good teacher. But like that shit went out of my brain the second I left that year of school and has never come back in. And like a lot of stuff I learned early in a maths class is super fucking useful and really good for my brain. And like basically, math is how math shows you in numbers how the world works.
There was a quote from somewhere.
But all that shit was pointless.
School isn't necessarily about learning things; it's about learning how to learn. So learning things that you find really pointless and boring.
But if you're learning how to learn,
teaches
like
you,
you can learn how to learn anything. You don't have to learn how to learn logarithmics and shit because that is specialized knowledge that isn't useful for most people. And specialized knowledge should definitely exist and should be a thing, but that's for university courses and higher level stuff when you're specializing yourself more. When I'm in just like
University courses to be efficient, there is stuff that you should learn before going to those university courses. Like, it's a question of when do you cover this stuff.
Absolutely.
The point I was going to make, sorry, I brought up maths because I think it's a better example, but the point of that, learning that higher stuff, isn't the subject matter, it's the thought processes. I think you could apply the same for English, like the way you deconstruct a Shakespearean sentence helps you deconstruct a sentence in regular English that we use today that you haven't seen before, but like with a more critical eye. I think it allows for better thought processes, basically, would be how I would justify why stuff like Shakespeare is on the curriculum. Same thing goes for Latin, I suppose, if you're in a school that does Latin.
Teachers don't necessarily set their curriculum in public schools over here. A lot of times the curriculum is set by the governing board. And
and a lot of it is political.
Yeah. And then
maths was weird at school. We had like different
the
difficulties.
learn thing is a big deal. Kids are stupid; they don't learn on their own. You have to be there to guide them.
Because I didn't do the top. We had like different tests, and there was like the top one which had harder stuff. And because I did the easier one, the highest grade I could earn was a B. So I got a B, but I didn't think I would have got a B if I'd done the hard one. I think I would have got a lot worse.
Yeah.
So it's like, have I earned this B? I don't know.
The like the sad thing is there's a lot of kids out there that are hopeless cases, and we teach some of these courses really to only have like 1 out of 30 students succeed. Like the advanced math courses, yeah, a lot of them won't use that in real life, but a lot of kids will take those advanced math courses to look better on their college applications in order to get to better colleges, or they'll become engineers or something that uses that advanced math. So if you have like a 30 kids there and one of them goes to college because of that course, that's seen as a success, not only for the school but for society too, because we need those people. We need really smart people.
I mean, agreed, yeah. But I also sometimes feel like, I don't know. You're only in school so much, and you only spend so much hours in, and I kind of wish that like all those hours spent during like Math C or whatever, which again I didn't hate, but like I just wish that like some of that was spent on stuff that would be more useful for me as in like everything, and then if I wanted to go into something more high, like more physics based or more math based or whatever, I would have taken those when I made the choice to go for it. Because I was like basically reading. This was like during, like it was sort of like a semi-IT focused thing, but Math C was just not useful at all in that regard for it. So I always thought it was weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. I think I'm growing the town, finally. I'm sending it goods. So I think it's growing. It's gone back to nearly 4,000. And it's growing more buildings here, look. I think. So yeah, it's going well.
Going great.
It's going great. How's the grass looking? Oh, that's more like it.
I'm gonna make a tunnel.
What did you just
and
do,
this is gonna
Daltos?
be
Did you just spend loads of money on something stupid?
Me?
Yeah, you. Because you just
Been
tanked
surfing
your...
the internet.
Oh.
tunnel too long. What's the max length size of a tunnel?
Less than that.
No idea.
Yeah, I tried 126 long. That's apparently a little bit too long. Maybe like halfway there will work.
Cha-ching.
Dealing with so many lost trains, goddamn.
Oh dear. I think my boats were getting lost because they were
This
getting
is
stuck.
I researched where
Lost
things were
trains.
going.
I'm making fish. I'm getting fish. What should I do with all my fish that I'm getting? Mix food. Does it
How are
towns
you lost?
accept
You're going
food?
where you're supposed to go. What's the problem here?
Oh, it does
Train 8.
accept food.
Tunnel's still too long. I should have just built a track and bridges and shit. It's easier, but I thought it would have been nice. A tunnel, you know.
Yeah,
Fuck that
this
then.
game is
Never
what you
mind.
make of it.
We can't. If it's too long, then it will. They can't put signals in it. That's the problem. So it ends up being real
Yeah,
shit.
no, I mean, no, that's literally it. I just looked at it and go like, this would be nicer if it's a tunnel, but you know, aesthetically.
You should have
Mm.
gotten Zoofin for this. Lewis
Yeah.
not here.
In a way, though, I quite like not knowing what Zeus's voice is. It's like a mythical figure. In the same way that you pray to, like, I don't know, a pagan god or something, you don't expect them to start talking
Oh,
back
that's
to you.
a
I don't. I want Zeus to not know. Sorry, I don't want to know what Zeus is actually
It
like.
doesn't have to be on mic though. It could just be in the game.
At some point,
Creepier in a
maybe.
way.
At some point in the future, non-chat knows. Maybe we'll start like putting in some people from chat who might be interested in it. You know.
Well, I have
We'll see.
Thursdays.
Apparently, Zeus's voice is the most generic Dutch accent. So I guess
Ew.
it's be like having Xylus with us.
No, Zeiss has got like a country bumpkin
Good
Dutch accent.
Has he? Okay.
Apparently.
Thursdays, there's a time slot open that Harry might give me, and I was supposed to do Rust on it, but I was thinking about doing like community games instead, and we get all the community in. They can play.
Community, like what, like Jackbox and stuff, or
Yeah, or like Cards Against Humanity. Maybe put
Yeah.
up a Rust server and have everyone do something.
Rust would be great.
Hmm.
Oh shit.
Problem is, I need someone to stream with me, and like, fuck, message Bolsonaro, he doesn't want to do Rust. Message Boof, she never messaged me back. I'm a loser.
No.
Rip in peace. You know why, right? It's because he used to scam people, and this is karma.
Yeah.
Because you're a bad man.
Yeah.
That's
There's no
why.
such thing as karma.
I don't know, man.
The
I've seen a
world
lot of
isn't
subreddits
different.
involving karma.
Hey.
Instant karma.
The
What is your
scamming
favorite
made the game
subreddit
better.
at the moment? Like,
Free
have you
Folk.
got a favorite subreddit? Free
Free
Folk,
Folk
the
is-
Lord of the Rings protest
It's the
subreddit.
best.
Really good.
You folks amazing. Yeah.
That's the
I
only
always
good thing
look
that came
up,
out of season 8, honestly.
It's a fucking stupid is a great one. That I just
Yeah,
really
kids.
think.
Yeah, it is. That's good.
Oh, that's how big the town's getting
Um,
now. It's finally started getting bigger than it started with that.
Nice.
Oh, perfectly cut screams. That's another.
Oh, that's
amazing
really
one.
good too. Yeah.
Perfectly cut screens. What's that all about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically like, well, it's what it says on the tin, really. If you don't get it from
Yeah.
the description, like, you think you just need to see an example, really.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if it's possible to get your screen up during the stream, but there's some fucking gold and then there are hills.
Let's have a look.
Just go to like sort by top or something.
Yeah.
Screams.
Yeah, screen. Sorry,
Yeah.
did you hear?
Oh, I
think
thought you said
screens.
screens. I was like, what the fuck is that?
screens.
I was
Oh,
like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Get off on, to be fair.
What carries fish? What truck carries fish?
I mean, just build universal trucks and retrofit them.
Good point. So
It's
many of
boring, but you know they're good.
them. Right, universal modern truck. Buy, refit, fish. 16 tons of fish. Right, we'll go. Oh no, I don't want fish.
So many tracks now. So many
I want
tracks.
food.
What else are people saying in the chat? Blurry pictures of cats. Yeah. That's a good one. r/anime. Yep,
Blech.
of course. Chonkers. Oh, that's an amazing one. I love chonkers. Yeah, that's
No, I
the
can't
cat.
look at chonkers anymore.
The problem with looking at chonkers, you go, they're unhealthy as hell. You know,
Healthy,
like,
you're killing
they're
them.
actually
Yeah.
not good.
Was it like
But,
fat
like-
cats or something?
It's like people
Yeah,
who
fat
watch
cats
my
have
600-pound
dogs.
life. Like, you know that these people are not healthy, but like,
As long as they put in a caveat that they're like, oh, we adopted this dog and we're just on
We're
now
trying
on
to
a
fix it. Or
dietary.
whatever, yeah.
Yeah, then I'll look at it and be like, oh, look at that. I love fat cats. Oh.
suddenly this
Right.
isn't an issue.
My friend had a fat cat that was like unbelievably fat. It was like fucking 30 pounds or something. Like, and then it got diabetes and went down to like 9 pounds. It was like 2 different cats.
Fuck. Oh. I used to have a fat cat when I was a kid.
The Yogscast subreddit is one of my favorites, legit.
I don't want to
It's a
hate
really
on it, but why? Like it's
I
so
love the
many
dog
shitty
shit.
memes non-stop. Like there's like bad memes too, like really bad memes that get upvoted a lot.
Love them.
Oops,
Love
sounds
it.
like
But they're
someone's gonna get
bad.
mean pretty
They're
soon.
not funny.
They are funny.
A lot of them aren't.
I think they are. But yeah, it's humor subjective.
That's why I know they're bad because you like them. So,
Stop it. There's nothing wrong with scamming people. Absolutely nothing wrong. You have to learn. That's what life's about. You have to learn who to trust and who not to trust. If you and it creates new lines of play. If I scam you, you get mad at me. You come find my house with your friends. You lay siege.
Are you just
like,
claiming that it's part of the meta?
It's part of the
Like-
meta. I swear to God.
It teaches you early on. I mean, it's a good way to learn about scams, honestly, rather than like getting a fucking
Than in
prank
real
call
life,
in
yeah.
your 20s and then
Well, not just scamming.
sending
Like, if
your
I'm-
money to someone.
There was a person named Raven on the Catskills server. Everyone knew who she was. She camped out the graveyard every day and would kill people left and right, and everyone hated her. She was a ganker, but they knew who she was, and they would cause big guild wars. It would cause like ganks and counter ganks and people. I don't know.
I've never heard the phrase counter ganks before. like
They were trapped.
shivings and counter shivings.
Remember one time, me and my two friends laid a trap for her. We think it was a girl. I wouldn't say it was a girl. It was probably a fat guy, but still.
It is
Could
the
have been that
internet.
girl.
The only way you know that you've done well when you're ganking is when they relog to the other faction and then
The other faction
and
and
whisper
whisper
you.
you. Yeah. That's the best.
That's satisfaction. That is.
Yeah, that's when you know you've made it. You get a rage
There are the
whisper.
really good. There are the really good Warhammer subreddits actually. There's 40k Lore and Grim Dank.
Grimdank's
Dank's
good.
probably
I
one
like
of my
Grimdank.
favorites.
Everything's so good.
What else is on my Dank Christian memes is always a fun one.
Like
Because it's
that.
like it's a weird mix of like 50% atheists, 50% actual Christians, and like
Yeah.
both like kind of posting the same kind of content. It's just because I've had a lot of exposure to it because I sang in a chapel choir for 4 years. So like I'm not Christian myself, but like I know a lot of the lore. So
Lore.
Yeah, I'm really into. You know what? You're not wrong. I'm also really into the mythology of Christianity.
like you know what I mean? Like you know the references.
Yeah.
And like, so it's kind of funny. I get all the stuff that they're going on about, and like, it's kind of a weird, like, a delicate balance. It's like I don't know, the people and the machines in the Matrix after Neo frees everybody.
Mm.
Truce. But that's a fun one.
You're kind of right. I mean, it is a mythology too.
It is. It's a mythology, even but like, you can also believe in it and believe in the message of it and so on. But like, yeah, the entire like you've got your you've got your heroes and villains and your stories that all like meant to teach you a lesson. You know.
At the end of the day, like there are unquestionably parts of the story which have historical basis. Like regardless of if you're religious or not, some of these guys were religious figures. It's your interpretation of who they were that's like the real deal. Like, and I should stress that like I'm not doing this to make fun of the people who believe it. I think I'm quite envious in a way of people who are deeply religious because I think it would be an amazing comfort to believe in that stuff. And I respect and I kind of envy the people who do. It's just not something that I take part in myself. But like, it's I don't know. It's at the end. I suppose I'm kind of looking at it as an outside observer, and like I'm trying to be objective about it. Is what I'm saying.
I was raised Catholic,
I'm not-
and I was a history major too, and I can realize that we're in another step of religion here. You know, just the same as any other civilization. It's faith. You know, you have the faith. This is the right one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can
absolutely.
understand that.
But they make cracking memes. That's the end result.
That's the
of all
key.
this.
Yeah.
That's one of the best meme ones. Like actual r/memes isn't very good, I don't think. Or dank
Slash
memes.
is awful. Like r/funny.
The
No,
meme
it's
economy
funny.
is good.
Meme economy is
Recent
alright.
recent discovery of mine was Tales from Cave support.
What?
So,
Oh, it's the
it's like
cavemen.
Tales from Tech support, but all the people are cavemen.
Oh, right.
Oh, that sounds brilliant.
Pretty funny.
That's-
Like the top post. Should I read you? The top post of all time is quite long, but I can read it to you if you want. It's all caveman speak. So
Please,
This
yes,
is-
go ahead.
Thog have question. Me Thog. Thog live in cave with tribe. Other tribe. Other
You
tribe.
keep
live in
cutting.
funny
Oh god,
piles
you're
of
not
grass.
allowed to. You're not allowed to keep cutting out because that'll ruin the story. You need
It's
to make sure
ruined.
that you're not cutting out when you're doing this. That's important.
I can't.
Oh, you
I
fix
can't
it. Fix
control.
it before you tell the story. Otherwise, the story will be ruined.
Oh
don't know how-
god. Do I just turn my sensitivity up on Discord? Or do I just
Yeah,
talk?
or you use push to talk and hold on push to talk while telling the entire story or something. I don't know. Something.
Oh god. Hang on. Let me change my sensitivity. I
You
can
it
do
if you
this.
want. Oh, this is so long. Come on. No,
I
you're
just
not-
say
you're
it
not
was
reading
long.
that. This is 12 paragraphs.
Oh my
They're
god.
tiny. They're like 3 sentences each.
You're not reading this. I
He's
can't.
running like a
I-
caveman.
Refuse to let you read.
I don't want to hear it now. It's been hyped up, honestly.
Okay, fine. People can look. It's r/Tales from Cave support. It's the top post of all time. It's definitely the best
Me
thing.
Thog. Thog live in cave with tribe. Thog go
This-
hunting. Find another tribe.
Wait,
Other tribe live
hold the
in 20
fuck
piles
on.
of grass.
Hold
You
the
see how
fuck on.
long this
You're not allowed. Okay, you're not allowed to say Simon. He's not allowed to read it out and then start reading it out.
Yeah,
I was
then
doing it
that's-
as an example. I was showing
Okay.
how long it was.
Well, I don't know how long
There
it is.
is
I've only
a-
heard the first
hang on.
4 sentences. So.
There is a right. Hang on. There's a compromise. There is another one which is at the top post of all time, but it's like one paragraph.
Okay, go on.
That
Then.
hit me.
Go ahead.
Compromise.
Korg outside cave when Korg get hungry and look for food. Korg no make eat meat. Rock. Korg lost rock when tribe hunt for food. Tribe laugh at Korg. Korg like alone better than tribe. Korg see small plant. Korg think plant have bad taste, but Korg eat anyway. See many color and dancing tree. Korg laugh and feel good. Big think more than ever. Korg wonder why he Korg and why tribe's so dumb. Korg decide to get more think plant and bring to tribe. And
Cut
like
out a few times in that.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. You can't tell stories. You keep cutting
I
out.
don't-
You're not allowed.
I don't think I get it.
Basically, you found weed.
No, I get
guess.
that. I just don't. I don't get.
Yeah.
I don't get.
But then
why
there's
it's
other
funny.
stuff like so a lot of the posts is text, but then there's stuff like Grug finds son's porn stash under bed. How Grug punish? And it's like a primitive carved like lady figure with like
Right.
enormous tits. Like it's great. People should check this out. It's really really good. Oh, and another shout out for the Ocho.
The
Bizarre
Ocho.
sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like
ESPN 8.
The Ocho
The
from
Ocho.
Dodgeball. Yeah.
We're making milk. I think.
Make them the milk.
Wait, no.
Picking the
Why am I
milk
transporting
downtown.
pigs to the? I'm transporting pigs to the milkery. That's not the way. You don't want to milk pigs.
Nope.
Oh, I fucked that up, didn't I? Why can't you milk pigs?
I mean, I suppose you. What does pig milk taste like? I'm gonna Google that. Pig milk.
Probably too much like
taste.
human milk.
Well,
Oh,
is
apparent-
human milk good?
Oh, here's milk.
Right, there is a BBC blog about this. Hang on.
Pig milk. The best.
So-
Human milk.
Pig's milk is high in fat and is an excellent source of nutrients. However, sows are very difficult to milk. They have 14 teats compared to a cow's 4 and don't take very kindly to having them touched by humans.
Oh, I see.
14 titties.
Let me quote here. Pigs also have a limited milk ejection time of around 15 seconds, whereas the cows can be up to 10 minutes.
So
Wow.
not very
a milk
practical,
ejection time.
Mmm.
milk
heard that
addiction
phrase
time.
before.
Yeah.
Well,
I've always
someone
wanted
get-
to own
someone
this
get- gave
dairy
it-
give
farm.
it a go.
Cameron on the blower.
Huh?
He keeps cutting out.
I
He's
do,
saying
I don't
understand anything.
Cameron on the board.
Oh, damn it.
Cameron on the blower.
Are you
It might be
push to
because I'm
talk or
downloading
something?
No, I'm downloading StarCraft 2 at the same time.
No,
No,
I
you're
don't.
right.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's literally your sensitivity is fucked. And I don't understand why everyone just doesn't use push to talk. It's the greatest thing ever. Like
Yep.
it's perfect. It stops you from coming across the mic when you chow down on some crisp. You
Oh,
can
mousy.
shout at people whoever you want. Like no one will hear it, and you're 100% sure that everyone will hear everything when you say, no matter how quietly you speak, it'll be fine. Like everyone should use push to talk.
Well,
It's
I'm always
fantastic.
amazed that with sensitivity, you can click your fingers, and you'll hear it. Like that blows my mind. Like, how did it know?
Yeah. How does it know? Yeah.
How does it know?
to read a sound?
It like opens before the click.
You're
How
not
does
wrong.
it do it?
How
It's
you're not
witchcraft.
wrong.
I assume it's because they cache like a small. It's like how the smart speakers work. They cache like a constantly replaced small amount of audio, and so they play it back, but at a tiny delay, but so tiny that you don't notice it. I guess
Don't ruin it for me. It's witchcraft.
it's Twitchcraft, exactly.
People who don't. Nilesy, Mousy, if you're listening.
Yeah. Nazi Mouse, if you out there, shame. Shame. Push to talk, man. PTT. It's a magical invention that everyone should use. The amount of times it's like, oh, sorry, I didn't realize I forgot to mute my... You know why you'd never need to mute yourself? If you used push to talk.
Yeah, but you end up crouching all the time.
No, because you don't have to use control, Duncan. And I know you're gonna say, but I've used control for so many years, so push to change it. You'll learn. The thumb buttons on the mouse is perfect for push to talk. Like I use mouse 4 as my push to talk, and it's brilliant.
Right.
Right. Okay. I've created a group for a bunch of buses, and if I want to add an order to all of them,
Yeah. You control click when you make the order, I think, and that'll link them to everyone who's inside. Honestly, I never do that. I just
it actually just stopped at it without me even adding an order. I just created a new bus stop, and they've all stopped at the new stops.
Is that good or bad?
Witchcraft.
Can't tell.
Twitchcraft, really, yeah.
Twitchcraft.
How are we doing? Oh, you're catching up. I've slowed down. I need to
Well,
get some more
maybe
money
I
coming
should.
in.
Yeah, my beautiful circle of steel. See, the thing is, the way we play with the FIRS settings on temperate basic, steel is the best one.
Yeah.
Because steel requires like iron ore and coal and scrap metal, and with all of those things individually needing engineering supplies, and all of them leading into metal workshop that leads like then transports goods into a city that can transport past. You can make the most beautiful cycles of transport, which is what I've done in my order, and that's great. Everything else is like too limited for the most part, and I really enjoy this a lot. Honestly, it's good. It's good stuff.
Good shit.
Good stuff.
I mean,
My main capital of Doomzoof is doing fantastic.
Look how much we've grown Halloween Town now, though.
Yeah, is it starting to grow now?
Good, yeah.
Oh,
How big
shit,
was it at the start of the
yeah!
stream?
Like
So-
6?
How big- how-
Well, it
like
was about
4.7?
5,000. 4.9 or something, 4.8.
I know.
So
I'm
what-
gonna fund it.
What
I'm
I
gonna
do
fund
with
it to
the
get bigger. Hang on.
towns, to make them grow in a way
been
that
trying
you
it
want, you can
constantly, it
build out
doesn't
their
grow that
blocks, like with roads, before they grow into them. And that way they'll grow
Oh,
into
yeah,
where
yeah,
you want
yeah.
them to grow. It's like what I'm doing
I've managed to
here.
connect 2 towns on the south of like the very south coast.
So what does exactly funding new buildings do? Will that make it so that, oh, yeah, this will now accept goods or something?
Yeah,
Is that what
something like
it-
that.
I think it just accelerates the rate of growth, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
it
it
literally-
does? Okay.
Not sure.
Is
If
that
you
what
click
you've
on,
been
like-
doing then?
I've been doing a lot of that,
To
yeah.
Halloween Town? Is that what you guys have been doing in Halloween Town, funding new buildings?
I mean, I'm sending it a shitload of everything. I'm sending it food and goods now, like in massive amounts.
Yeah.
So that's probably why it's going up so fast. Also, we haven't used all the passengers. Outstanding, Lefteros. Oh, outstanding.
Yeah. Good old Lefteros.
Outstanding in his field.
He's a scarecrow.
That's not
That's
how
a
you tell a
joke.
joke.
Such a dumb
Great
joke.
joke.
It came to both of our minds.
Did you hear about the magic tractor?
What?
Oh, it turned into a field.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Jesus.
That delay.
Oh, dumb.
That's amazing.
Love that joke.
Ad jokes is another amazing subreddit. Oh yeah, the top post of all time on r/dag jokes. Today, my son asked, "Can I have a bookmark?" And I burst into tears. 11 years old, and he still doesn't know my name is Brian.
I saw that coming as soon as the bookmark finished. So I'm happy you got where it was.
Love it. I cannot wait to have children so that I can like not be judged for making those kind of jokes.
I'm gonna scam the kid.
I'm gonna scam his
Scam your
kid.
kids. That'll teach them.
A frequent threat that I've had that like I feel like people who I know's kids are just gonna beat up my kids. Like my kids have the shit bullied out of them.
Why?
Problem for me, because if someone starts beating up my kid and I have to beat up their dad, I'm smaller than most people.
Yeah, like Bat Dad. like
Like
Bat Dad from
5'9".
South Park.
I can't take on like a fucking 6'4", 200-pound dude.
Captain Reed says he'll move to London just to do that. He's gonna move down south just to beat up my kids. Thanks for taking that hit for everyone, Captain.
Yeah, I don't have to do it anymore. Alright. Here we go. Junction time. Got a lot of junctions on this track.
Are there any other good ones?
No. Yeah, that's right. Good.
Oh, right. Yeah. This is another good one. What has 4 letters, sometimes has 9 letters, but never has 5 letters?
Yeah, that's true.
That's a riddle. That's a riddle.
Yeah,
It's just a
yeah,
statement.
basically you're- Except it's not a question.
Yeah.
You know. Because
Yeah, it's.
yeah,
bit like there are some.
If
Like,
you write
absolute
it down-
bangers on this.
like if you write it down, it'll probably be too easy. But when you ask someone, they go, hmm. But yeah, the correct answer, like Duncan said, is like, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
It's an
true.
envelope. Yep.
No, it's not an envelope.
It's always the wind.
Yeah, or man. That's the other classic.
Or time.
Yeah. Turns out it's man.
Turns out it's man.
The scary door.
Scary door.
Oh, I love the scary door so much. It's one of my favorite things.
Where's this food going?
You're entering an area adjacent to a location.
Fuck, where did I put... Where's my food processing? Oh, no. Oh, here it is. No, wait. Oh, no, I'm just sending food straight there. Okay, that's fine. I'm being an idiot. Idiot.
I looked up the quote. You're entering the vicinity of an area adjacent to a location. The kind of place where there might be a monster or some kind of weird mirror. These are just examples. It could also be something much better. Prepare to enter the scary door.
It's different each time there as well. There's
Yeah.
a lot of them.
A good comic book guy from The Simpsons voice.
He has a bit of that twang. It's not quite. He's not quite speaking like the comic book guy, but like he's got a little bit of a weird tone to the voice, you know.
Oh, I've wasted my life. Oh, what? That's it's the Omega Man. It's like they like comic book guy gets hit by a nuclear missile, and all his last words are just, "Oh, I've wasted my life."
Yeah. I love that. Ah, good times.
Can I just stream with you and we just watch classic Simpsons and get copyright struck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Like-
sure that'll be fine. As long as we stream it under the artifact tag on
yeah.
Twitch, we're good.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
Oh man, I don't know if it's still happening, but yeah, go check whatever streaming under the artifact tag or game browser thing.
Or is
on
it just
Twitch.
like
People are
movies and stuff?
movies and TV shows
double
and
fucking
porn
watching
and stuff, and they're just like, oh yeah, artifact. With
Last
Game of
night
Thrones and shit.
on the artifact tab, I watched 2 naked guys wrestle, and then the
Yeah.
loser was
Yeah.
Oh god, poor Valve.
Yeah.
They
Well,
deserve it.
you know.
Valve.
Yeah, they
Valve has done
did.
anything for
Mate,
us.
how about make good games instead? You know.
Yeah. Where's
Oh!
Half-Life 3, you fucks?
Oh god, that game did not go down well. I really wanted to like it as well. Apparently, you can buy the entire collection of cards on the workshop now for like 50 quid. Imagine how much it would cost to get all the Hearthstone cards.
Oh god, yeah. I don't. Artifact was supposed to be the one, right? The
Mm.
one where like, oh yeah, cards will have their own individual value, but then you still can't trade. Like, oh, you can just put it in the market. That's not the same. That's not the same. What makes real life cards work, like Magic and so ever, is that you could just give your friend. You could trade with people, or you can give your friend a deck. It's like, hey, you want to play? Here's my deck of fucking white angels. You know, go for it, and we can play a little bit, and people can use those cards, and it's fine. But
Well, you know the problem with that, right?
what?
People like me
Yeah, who will
Scamming.
scam.
scam
That's
the
true.
fuck out of those kids. There'd
Yeah.
be so much scamming on today's world. Kids are still stupid because they don't have Ultima Online to.
They don't have Ultimate Online to teach
They
them.
don't.
Yeah.
I got a 2-week ban from World of Warcraft for scamming a kid when I first started playing. And it's
And you were like, this shit would never happen in Ultima Online.
never fly. I'd get jail time for like an hour if I got caught in Ultima.
Jail time.
They had legitimately a jail. You would spend
Yeah, I
time in
know.
there. You weren't allowed to move around. It was a creative punishment. people hated jail.
Yeah.
I hated jail. It was like in.
Of course you did, because it was punishment, you know.
Who's building a dick in my
Yeah, that's the
corner?
idea.
This is my corner.
It's now Dick
Get
Corner.
out of my corner. I knew
That's
you'd be the
against
first
the
one
rules.
to break the rule. I knew it was going to be you.
I mean, of course it would be him, obviously. Like, who else
Done
would?
in like 15 minutes. I'm building a dick.
I mean, we have established that Daltos is like the least trustworthy person here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Of course.
Goes without saying, really, doesn't it?
But the thing is, I'm a very trustworthy person, like outside of video games. Video game, I turn into a different person
teacher.
online.
Look, you're blocking my rail now.
Don't block my dick!
Bridge over your
Don't block
dick.
my dick.
Spilled a bridge on my dick. Like in real life, I'm not very. I don't like into arguments. I don't really care much about stuff. I'm very nice and polite. Online though.
Online is a different story.
Especially in video games. I love scamming in video games. The scam I pulled off in World of Warcraft, by the way, the guy asking is I told the guy, help him through this like little area for like 30 gold. Or no, for like, how much was it back then? Like 3 gold was a lot.
I mean, it depends. Yeah,
Just
I
to
mean,
kill
sure.
an elite, and I
depends
just
entirely
took
what
3
it is.
gold and ran.
Wow, that's the most basic. That barely gets to be called a scam.
That's not a
honestly. That's mostly just
scam.
theft.
Just dickishness.
Yeah.
Exactly. So when I get a fucking 2-week ban for that,
2-week
I got a
ban?
week ban for running a casino.
I mean,
that was stupid.
That is against the rules.
No, they made it against the rules while I was running it.
Oh.
Like I had no idea it was against the rules, and then I just got hit by
You
a.
scammed a kid out of
GM.
3 gold and you got 2-week ban.
It was ridiculous.
Oh, I mean, in vanilla, being a mage could be pretty profitable, just selling pools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's
Oh, the
so hard
classic
to
and
get everywhere. Like, someone
classic
someone
troll
wanted
was,
to make a new night elf and they wanted to go to, like, Delmara.
Oh yeah, that was a big deal.
Charge them, like...
But the problem was like, when they're new on IELF, they're not very rich, are they?
No, but they
they don't
can
have a
send
lot of
money
money to
from
pay
their
you.
old, you know...
Yeah.
Boom. I mean, I remember getting the Dalaran portal last expansion, getting that quickly, selling that. I was
Oh
making
yeah, I
loads of money
remember
with
that being a thing.
I was. People were saying like, "I'll pay you 10 gold for a port," and I was like, 500 gold, and they would be like, "You fucker,
And they're
okay."
like, "Fuck you! You suck! Here's your gold." This you it's like, "Fuck off, fine real. I ain't paying." Like, okay,
Okay, well, get
fine.
your
Here's
own-
the gold.
right.
Like immediately, because you know.
The classic. I like the warlock summoning to the bottom of Stranglethorn Ocean. Like you tell level 1, like, I'll get you from Menthol Harbor to the whatever.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
just accept the portal and be in the middle.
Yeah, we used to do that with gold farms.
Yeah, because warlocks obviously can cast underwater breathing,
Yeah.
so they can be there and be fine and stuff.
There was this place we found that would only gnomes could get through, and it was underwater. So we swam
no
in
way.
this boat. It was like in a shipwreck, and gnomes could swim into this hole, and because all the gold farmers in like the city that were spamming would always accept your group invitations and accept your summons. I don't know why, but we just summoned them constantly, summoned them into this hole, and they couldn't get out of.
Oh man, fucking modern problems require modern.
And they would never
solutions.
think to like use their
Solutions.
hearthstone. They would just drown every time.
That's
Oh,
good.
man.
That's good.
And that was before they changed the breath time to actually be like a decent amount.
Yeah.
It used to be like 20 seconds.
You died real quick.
It used to be like I
and then
could
undead
hold my
had
breath
more.
in real life longer
Yeah.
than my character could. Just, you know.
I remember reading a post about people getting mad that undead could hold their breath. Oh, you really think this is Game Break?
I mean, people get mad about everything. So
Yeah. Right, we got a new line for milk. Oh wait, no. Oh fuck a doodle doo. No, this is fine. It's fine.
Doodle doo.
fuck it, dude.
That's great.
Right. Oh, the new Aegis Star. Oh yeah, it's quicker.
Yeah, I upgraded all mine to that.
A small amount quicker.
I have
Or
not
did I?
bothered
Did I
upgrading.
upgrade it to-
I have not played this properly.
No. Oh no, I didn't. I upgraded to the TIM, but eventually I'll go for the Aegis Star. But it was too unreliable.
This kind of looks like a chode. Alright, you got chode in your land now.
Yeah, I do. Right, full load of milk. And then go to here. Go away. And you connect to here. And the dairy. Unload all your milk into the dairy. And we'll make it into food for you. How many trains have I got going now? Got 64. It's actually not that many.
64 trains.
I have 36 personally, and I have
Who's blue? Blue's
29
winning.
road vehicles. No planes yet.
Blue's
I decided to go no planes.
You're winning, Rythian.
Yes, without planes.
How did you do it?
Can be done.
Don't want to zoom out. Your legs are the shit. What happened?
You have a lot of stuff.
Oh.
You'll probably catch up soon if you have 64 trains.
What
but,
did you do?
I just transporting everything with trains. That's pretty much it.
My planes aren't
Yeah,
really
what
good.
I am looking
My
at
planes are
now is
making
like
less
trying
profit.
to use all these clay pits.
7,000 in Halloween Town, though. I need to add more blocks.
Oh, wow.
to this.
This place needs to start.
So
Maybe I should build
I build out these
an
blocks,
airport.
look, and they grow into them perfectly, and they makes the town much nicer.
You know you're building in my area right now at the moment.
It's
just
for
so
the
you-
good of the city, though. It's for the
for
good
good of the city, yeah.
That's the excuse, age-old excuse of the tyrant, Duncan.
I don't have, and I can't. The town cannot expand into my area, so you guys are getting lucky. I've completely blocked its expansion.
So it's hub air. Is it hub airport or large airport? It's hub airport. Yeah. It's internal, international. Let's make this a big and.
Right, how's the milk biz going? That's just. I mean, I'm growing the city. That's my main goal here. It's not fun.
Halloween Town local authority refuses to allow another airport to be built in this.
Oh.
Yeah, there are too many at the moment. I think. I don't get to use the airport that everyone else gets to use.
I don't have one.
Oh, Simon and Duncan then.
Oh,
Fine.
Yeah, I mean that
Airports
airport
are
has been
scrubs.
keeping me afloat. I have
Well,
not been.
I mean,
really
there's literally you
paying
literally have like 2,300 passengers sitting there waiting at the moment. So I wish I
Yeah.
could use them somehow.
Okay, I've got
But
my
like, I was told that I had to have most
Five
five
airplanes,
planes.
yeah. No, which
I am a man of the law. I am.
How many planes?
Javert.
I've got 5 planes now. Just built my 5th.
There, your deck.
I'm not making a huge amount of profit though, so they're not actually that great.
God, a Yogscast musical would be. that would certainly be something.
New Donk City has just shrunk since the start. I'm not actually using the station.
On the
at all.
subreddit wants to try and write that. I would pay
I can
good
sing
money to see
stars.
it performed.
I'm really good at singing stars.
This one, I need to call it an aria. That I suppose it was like a piece. I suppose it's the technical terminology.
Bruce,
Out in the darkness, a fugitive running.
8,000 liters.
Beautiful
of milk.
singing.
beautiful thing. It's beautiful. I'm saying it's
I'm the
beautiful.
best.
And everyone should agree.
Fallen from God.
Right.
Fallen from my
Oh, it's close, Rythian. It's real freaking
Fallen
close.
from the.
Maybe yeah. Well, if I had built planes, it wouldn't be so close. I'd be winning.
No. Honestly, the plane's garbage.
I don't think so. I think planes
I've
are
got
pretty
64 trains, and each one is making more profit per year than my 5 planes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't know where to go from here. What else to do?
Oh, I mean, we're finishing like really soon.
Yeah, we got like 2
Yeah.
minutes, and that's why I got to catch up. Oh, I'm slightly ahead. Oh, it's exciting.
Do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
At his speed.
God, Halloween Town is so much bigger now than it used to be. Jesus Christ.
Halloween City now.
How much money does everyone have?
14 million.
30
It's
million.
at 12 and a half.
30 million. You haven't spent any though.
Nope.
That's
I'm
why your
playing Magic
line is
Gathering.
so. I mean, it's still a lot better than Simon's. What happened to you, Simon?
Oh dear.
I've
son.
barely been playing. I honestly, I've just been like happily. I was like, yeah, I've got this set up. I've got enough money to do if I want to do stuff. Like, I've not been like
What,
playing
Raccoon
hard.
City?
I've been running
This
an
is why we
EC2
should have gone
instance.
Zoofin. He would
Why?
have tried.
Oh.
what? Just one person trying. First of all, me and Duncan are both trying.
Me and
because-
Simon aren't.
Yeah, no, fair enough. But like one other person trying, that wouldn't change anything, you know? Like just more people.
You know
I
what?
guess.
You're right. Retract my statement.
I saw something earlier and I can't find it. There's a city.
Zoof seems keen. We could bring Zoof in the future.
Yeah, I know. He's been asking in the past, and sure, it's an option at some point. We'll have a chat.
What is this?
Yeah, like I've been running an EC2 instance. I've been doing some coding in the background, and then I've been downloading
EC2
StarCraft.
instance? What's that?
I've been creating a virtual machine like via Amazon to use some of their sort of high-end processors because I have like a pretty good laptop to run stuff on, but I've been running stuff on like actually good machine. Trying to do some machine learning stuff for a future video.
Okay.
Machine.
Like tinkering with that.
Don't teach the machines. They'll kill us all.
Why does Twitter send me a notification that Leo posted that she just ate the best cake ever?
Good
Yeah,
question.
Twitter's notifications are like.
What?
Why do I need to know that?
You can disable notifications on anything you want.
Yeah, it's too many steps.
Here it
You
is.
didn't even eat the cake. Hang on a second. Go to this link.
I
Says
I
just
found
ate
two
the best
cities
cake
that need to be
ever.
linked.
If you look at the pictures, the cake is whole.
Maybe she took the picture before she ate it.
She knew it was going to be that great.
No. She took the picture and then she ate it. It's like, damn, that's a good ass cake. I'll post the cake.
That's a good ass cake.
That's
I've just built a road between Raccoon City and Walkerville. I felt like it needed to happen. Because they're both
God,
zombies.
like, freighters are really quite cheap, actually, aren't they?
Freighters, what, boats?
Yeah, boats are actually quite cheap.
They're good. Boats are good.
Oh, good.
Oh, look at that. Okay, it's time to end the first half of our
It
stream.
is.
We're going to come back and maybe play some StarCraft 2.
Yeah?
Custom games.
Yeah.
I think I just took it at the last there with him.
Yeah, a little bit. I was looking at like, oh, what do I do to like make sure Duncan does catch up? And I didn't really know what to do, so I just let it sit for them.
Yeah.
And that's when you got ahead, yeah. I'm out of space at this point. Like everything else will become a little bit too spaghetti to start transferring like farm
Spaghetti.
supplies and milk and
Yeah.
stuff.
I didn't do any supplies this time. I just connected more industries.
Mm.
It's like I'd rather just put.
I do
two-
think I should have been
coal
quicker
mines
on the getting plane. I take pride in getting where I did without plane stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
Anyway.
the profit from this plane is 230,000, and this one is 108, and that's all it was. But each of my trains has a profit of like nearly 200, or over 100
Yeah.
for my passenger line. So actually, the planes weren't helping me that much. Anyway, we'll be back in 10 minutes for some StarCraft custom maps.
StarCraft 2 custom maps. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
gonna be
Everyone, see you in
See
a
you
bit.
soon.